And gets B2B marketing and knows that every win is derived from a well-orchestrated play. With LinkedIn ads, every ad gets served to the MVPs you need. LinkedIn has grown to a network of over 1 billion professionals that you can reach based on job title, industry, and more. Start converting your B2B audience into high-quality leads today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/campaign. That's linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply. Only on LinkedIn ads.
Welcome back to Westwood One's coverage of Sunday Night Football from the Progressive Insurance Studios. I'm Scott Graham. Progressive offers auto, home, and commercial auto insurance, plus a variety of business insurance options. Visit Progressive.com today. Lions and the Chiefs tonight. Kansas City starting the season 2-3 for the second time with Patrick Mahomes as their starting quarterback. Last time they did, they made it all the way to the AFC Championship game. Chiefs averaging 32.5 points and 429 total yards in the last two games. But Mahomes says it's not about all of those numbers, but about certain plays during the course of the game.
I mean, obviously there's positives on how we've progressed as an offense, but I think more than anything it's about making winning plays. And so in years past, we might not have had so much success offensively, but we've made those winning plays whenever it's counted. And so I think that we have to get back to doing that. I mean, obviously we want the offense to continue to progress, but when we get in these high leverage, high intense moments, we got to execute at a higher level, and that starts with me, and it kind of feeds throughout the rest of the team.
Lions started their season with a loss at Green Bay, but have since won 4 in a row. They're 10-1 on the road since last season, and it's their first time as an organization scoring 34 or more points in each game of a 4-game win streak. Last time it happened, they won a world championship. It was back in 1952. They've got a new offensive coordinator this year in John Morton. When I talked with their tight end Sam Laporta this week, I asked whether or not the seamless way the offense is flowing right now has anything to do with the fact that he and his teammates know each other pretty well.
There's a statement that coaches make. They say that players win games and coaches lose them. I don't know if either of those are 100% true all the time, but we felt really confident about the guys that we retained this year. We understood that losing a few coaches might take some time to adjust, but we were confident that we would get our feet under ourselves and play good football. So we've been doing that the last couple of weeks, proud of that, and hopefully another 34 points or more going into this weekend.
You got a pair of high-profile teams. You've got, obviously, a Chiefs team that has been dominant over a number of years. You guys now over the last several years. Is it more fun, and I know you probably can't say yes to this, is it more fun to play in a red light game like this one where everybody's watching?
I think each and every weekend it is so difficult to go out there and get a win on an NFL Sunday, and I don't know if the average fan understands that. You always hear about, oh, this team's 10-2 and this team's, 2-10. Like, they're definitely going to get the win. It's not always the case. It's hard to go out there and win games in the NFL. And to get the opportunity to play Sunday Night Football at Arrowhead, it's a tremendous opportunity against a great organization that's had great success the last couple of years in their Super Bowl runs. So, of course, it's a fun game to play in. We should be grateful to play in all the games that we get to, though.
Last year was a magical year, and it was electric watching your team play. And I'm not sure people understand as an athlete when it suddenly comes to an end the way it did. Here comes Washington, and it's over. What is that emotionally for a player, and how do you redirect those feelings into moving forward?
It's a little confusing at first, considering you go from like 60, 70-hour work weeks to all of a sudden the 2024 season comes to a close just like that. So there's a transitional time in your lives and your family's lives, your spouse, like, hey babe, I'm just going to be home for the next 3 months all the time. They just love that, So it's definitely a whirlwind of emotions because the team won't be the same either. I never really understood that until I came back for my second year last year, having lost the NFC Championship in 23. The team is not the same. The people aren't the same. The coaches aren't the same. The feelings aren't the same. And then you have to start it all over again. And everything you did in the previous week of the NFL season, everything you did in the previous year or two of the NFL season, it doesn't matter. It's all a wash. So you just have to line it back up again and give it your all.
Interesting conversation with Sam Laporta. If you'd like to hear the rest of that conversation, check out this week's edition of NFL Insider at westwood1sports.com or go to our new YouTube channel, youtube.com/@westwood1sports, where you can see the entire of the interview. Interesting matchup tonight. Jarred Goff's never lost to Patrick Mahomes in 2 tries, trying to become the first quarterback to face him and go 3-0. We come back, we'll get you back to the field. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
LinkedIn gets B2B marketing and knows that every win is derived from a well-orchestrated play. With LinkedIn ads, every ad gets served to the MVPs you need. LinkedIn has grown to a network of over 1 billion professionals that you can reach based on job title, industry, and more. Start converting your B2B audience into high-quality leads today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/campaign. That's linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply. Only on LinkedIn ads.
Fall is in season at Kohl's, and you know what that means. Pumpkins, plaid, and anything that smells like cinnamon. This week, take an extra 20% off decor, home furnishings, bedding, and more. So whether fall is your entire personality or you're just a casual pumpkin enthusiast, the deals at Kohl's are here for your seasonal style. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 20% offer ends October 19th. See store or kohls.com for details.
Welcome back to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. It's time for another memorable moment in football history.
Inside the Kansas City 9, Detroit second down and 4, receiver in motion under center Goff. There's the snap, the spin, handoff in a burst, and it's Montgomery over the guard, the 5, touchdown! The Lions have tied the game. David Montgomery bursting over the right guard for 6. 8-yard touchdown run on a 9-play, 75-yard drive.
Kevin Harlan with the call. Week 1 back in 2023 when Detroit visited the reigning Super Bowl champion Chiefs on opening night. That extra point was good, and the Lions took a 21-20 lead, which they'd hold on to in a 1-point victory. Free agent signing David Montgomery shined in his first game as a Lion, gaining 74 yards on 21 carries to go with that game-deciding touchdown. Both teams went on to win division championships that year and nearly saw each other again in Super Bowl 58. However, San Francisco's furious rally from 17 points down in the NFC Championship game denied Detroit its first ever trip to the big game. 2 weeks later, the Chiefs beat the Niners in overtime to cap off back-to-back championship campaigns. How's it going to play out tonight? Let's find out. Get you back to Arrowhead Stadium with the guys calling the action, Ryan Radke and Mike Golick. Guys?
All right, Scott, thanks very much. It's a sold-out house here at Arrowhead tonight. Plenty of red in the stands, but plenty of Honolulu blue as well as we get set for the Chiefs and the Lions. Time now for tonight's winning playbook, sponsored by LinkedIn Ads. With LinkedIn Ads, every ad gets served to the MVPs you need. Get a $250 credit when you spend $250 on your first campaign. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply. All right, Mike, let's talk about what each team needs to do to win tonight. Let's start with the visiting Detroit Lions, trying to get win number 5 in a row.
Well, I think Detroit needs to start with their running backs, a healthy dose of Sonic and Knuckles. Kansas City is 23rd against the run. Really test that front 7. And then when you're going to go to the outside, spread the ball around. Try and keep Steve Spagnuolo's defense on their heels. He loves to be aggressive and attack. Try and keep him on his heels. Detroit defensively have to contain Patrick Mahomes. You're playing with basically a backup secondary. Next man up, you got to step up and play well, but you shouldn't be asked to cover for 5 or 6 seconds. They got to keep Pat in the pocket.
All right, let's talk about the keys for the Kansas City Chiefs. 2-3 coming in, trying to even their record here with a win against the team that some think might be the best in the NFL.
I mean, this isn't rocket science. Feel free to have someone other than Patrick Mahomes lead the team in rushing. I mean, he shouldn't be leading the team in rushing. And pick, as I just mentioned, the Detroit with their backups. Pick on those backups. Pat obviously almost has his entire roster back of weapons to throw to, and with the depleted secondary, they could be there for the taking. Kansas City on defense, they have to contain the run and can't give Goff the whole field. They contain the run, but if Goff has that whole field, he's going to treat it like a playland.
Unseasonably warm night here in Kansas City, 83 degrees. It is windy with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. The Lions will take the field in their white jerseys with the Honolulu Blue numbers. They have white pants and silver helmets with that Lion logo on either side. For the Chiefs, it's the red jerseys, white numbers, white pants, and they have the red helmets with the KC logo on either side. Lions won the toss, and they are going to take the football. They want to put Jarred Goff and the offense out on the field first. So Harrison Butker will kick it away from our right to our left with the ball teed up at the 35-yard line. And as we said, obviously it's a great crowd here at Arrowhead, Mike, but the Lions the last couple of years have had this great reputation for traveling. There is plenty of Honolulu blue in this stadium tonight.
Well, they have plenty to cheer about with this team, so I'd imagine that people are all buying their plane tickets and their stadium tickets.
Jacob Sailors will return the kick. He is back with Craig Reynolds as Butker tees it up at the 35-yard line. Chiefs fans on their feet, hoping to even their record at 3-3 with a victory here tonight, with the Lions trying to go to 5-1. Butker gets the ready for play signal. Both Detroit returners standing just inside the 5. Butker steps it off, signals he's ready on the approach, and week 6 of Sunday Night Football is underway with an end-over-end kick. This will be taken on the far side, across the 15, along the numbers to the 20, cutting right to the 25, and bouncing off the pile, spinning out right, and an ankle tackle just shy of the 30 brings down Craig Reynolds. Chris Roland Wallace made the stop. Reynolds came up, looked like he was in trouble, spun out to the right, and he was an ankle tackle away from a massive return. The Lions will start at their own 29, 1st and 10. Well, Jarred Goff, the starting quarterback, leads the NFL in touchdown passes and completion percentage. The last guy to do that in a full year was Aaron Rodgers back in his MVP season of 2020. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, the two-headed monster at running back. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, the wide receivers, and Sam Laporta is the tight end. Goff will start under center, 1st down and 10, receivers left and right. Goff gets the snap, turns, he's going to hand it off. This is Gibbs, starting left, cuts right along the hash marks, turns his back, and he falls forward out to about the 32-yard line. Shamari Connor up from his safety spot made the stop. It's a gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Well, there was no doubt how Detroit was starting that game. They had a 6 offensive lineman in, and they shifted Penei Sewell over to the left side. They had an unbalanced left side, and the play ended up breaking back to the right.
2nd down and 6, ball at the Kansas City 33. It's on the near side right hash. Receivers left and right, 2 tight ends left. Gibbs is the single back. Goff lines up under center, looks out to his left, takes the snap, turns, hands it off Gibbs. Running right, looking for a crease, finds a small one, gains about a yard out to the 34-yard line. Leo Chanel, Nick Bolton combine on the tackle. And now a 3rd down and 5 coming up for Detroit on its opening drive.
That's going to be the test for Kansas City to be able to stop the run. So far, 2 plays successful. Nick Bolton, no O-lineman got out to him, and he was free to make the play.
Well, you mentioned Kansas City. They're giving up over 123 yards on the ground. It's their worst mark since 2019. Lions will go with a slot left, single man right. Goff in the shotgun with Gibbs to his right. 3rd down and 5. They need the 39 for a 1st down. Laporta in motion from right to left. Goff back to throw. Fires left. Wide open. Laporta makes the catch. Turns it up the sideline. Spins inside a tackle. And he's out to the 45-yard line before Brian Cook can make the stop. It's a gain of 11 and a Lions 1st down.
So Nick Bolton got out there late. Great route. Great throw. Got him right, catching it in stride. You just turn it right up the field. And Laporta did the rest. Bolton hung on for the tackle, but was well late with the coverage.
Laporta coming off a big game a week ago against Cincinnati. 5 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. 1st and 10 Lions from their own 45. Receivers left and right. Gibbs the single back. 2 tight ends right. Goff is up under center. Puts his hands to either side of his helmet. Takes a look at the defense, motions out with his right hand, puts his hands under center, gets the snap, handoff Gibbs, runs along the right hash, finds a crease this time and bangs his way out close to midfield. They're going to mark him at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
As I mentioned in pregame, we'll keep an eye on the left tackle. There's 2 new left tackles, one for Detroit, one for Kansas City. Dan Skipper in there right now. We'll see how he does run blocking, and also on passes, longer ones down the field, will he get help from a tight end?
Lions will go slot left, 2 tight ends right. Goff lines up in the shotgun with Gibbs to his right. 2nd down and 6, Lions at their own 49-yard line. Goff motioning with his left hand. Waits on the shotgun snap. He's got it. He's back to pass for the 2nd time. Looks left, throws left, wide open. Caught by Jamison Williams. Little toe tap on the left sideline. Out of bounds with a 1st down. In Chiefs territory at the 44. Needed 6, picked up 7.
They're just giving him a little too much cushion right now, and Detroit and John Morton, the OC, is taking advantage of it. Really, Jarred Goff is. He knows exactly where he's going with the ball on the snap. He sees where the cushion is, knows his guy's going to do a little out route and hitting him.
From the Kansas City 44, 1st and 10. Slot right, single man left. St. Brown is that slot man to the right. Goff looks over the defense, puts his hands under center, gives the single back, play fake. Goff looking, moving to his right, throws short right, got a man wide open. That's Williams to the 35, down to the 30, goes airborne, gets flipped up and out of bounds, but he's got another first down. Jamison Williams coming across the field with all kinds of room to run. They'll mark him out at the Chiefs 29. A catch and run of 15 for Williams.
They just went deep with other routes to draw the whole defense back, and Williams just cut it right underneath. And again, the space these receivers have, they're dangerous enough on their own, but the space they have when they're catching the ball is amazing.
First down and 10. Lions at the Chiefs 29. Ball is on the near side right hash. Two receivers stacked left, tight ends on either end of the line. Goff motions out with his left hand, now puts his hands under center with 5 with a play clock. Brings the receiver in motion, handed off. This is St. Brown sweeping right along the numbers, gets tripped up by Cook and falls forward for 2 down to the 27. Good job by Brian Cook to get just a piece of Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 2-yard gain on the first touch of the night for the All-Pro St. Brown. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Real nice tackle by Cook. You're right. Brock Wright was out there blocking another man, and Cook was one-on-one. It was a one-on-one battle. Who's going to win at that time? The defender did.
2nd down and 8. 2 receivers left. St. Brown lines up behind Williams. 2 tight ends right. Now Laporta in motion from right to left. Goff under center again. Brings St. Brown in motion from the left. Takes the snap. Here's a handoff. This is Gibbs running off the left side just outside the hash marks, and he spins his way close to the 20-yard line before Mike Dana can make the tackle. It'll be a gain of 6, and now the Lions will have a 3rd down and short.
Good cutoff block by the center, Graham Glass now. He's the one that opened up that hole. Back wasn't even touched until the second level was Gibbs.
3rd down and 2. Lions get to the line quickly. Receivers left and right. Gibbs remains the single back. Play clock is at 17. Goff will bring St. Brown in motion from the right. Jogs across the formation, stops in the left slot. Goff gets the snap, turns, hands it off Gibbs. Straight up the middle. Gibbs fighting, leaning. Second effort may have got him the first down. In fact, I think it did. He got hit shy of the line to gain, Mike, but Jahmyr Gibbs leaning forward, and it looks like he will have a first down. He does.
Using that power. 5 runs, 3 passes now. Mixing it up well, just what I talked about. That offense trying to keep the defense on their heels.
First down and 10 for the Lions, now with the Kansas City 18. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Goff in the shotgun with Gibbs to his right side. Goff waits, left foot in front of right, takes the snap, back to pass, looks left, throws left, caught by St. Brown, flips it back to Gibbs running out to the left, gets out of an ankle tackle, tight ropes the sideline, and then gets knocked out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out at the 15-yard line. So all that ends up with just a gain of 3. The pass to St. Brown, little hook and ladder back to Jahmyr Gibbs. It'll be 2nd and 7, and that's probably not the last trickery we'll see from the Lions tonight.
Quite honestly, Noah Williams was right there. The rookie, he didn't get sucked in too bad. He was right there. He ended up just missing the tackle.
2nd down and 7. Williams goes out wide to the left. Isaac Teslaw goes wide to the right. Laporta, the tight end, goes in motion from left to right. St. Brown also on the right side of the line next to Laporta. Goff is back in the shotgun with Gibbs to his right. Here comes Teslaw in motion from the right. Goff gets the shotgun snap, holds it out for Gibbs, gives it to him, running off the left side, cuts it up outside the hash, spins his way inside the 10. He's down to the 9, just shy of a first down. It's a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 1. The Lions are in the Lowe's red zone. Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them. So they're helping you with deals on top brands like Scott's, Pit Boss, Cobalt, and Trex Decking. Lowe's, official partner with the NFL. And they are going to say that was a first down, so they gave it to him. Say Jahmyr Gibbs got just enough. It'll be 1st and goal for Detroit.
Right now, that interior line, Tate Ratledge, Graham Glass now, and Christian Mahogany, they're doing an excellent job, and that's a new interior offensive line for Detroit.
From the Kansas City 8, 1st down and goal. Goff under center, 2 receivers tight to the line on the right. St. Brown on the left. He'll go in motion now to the right. Sprints back out left. Goff gets the snap. Handoff Gibbs running outside the left hash, and he powers his way inside the 5 down to the 4. Gain of 4 on the play. Brian Cook, Drew Tranquil combined on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and goal from inside the 5.
Well, there's nothing fancy with this running game. It's between the tackles. They tried the one little jet sweep and then the hook and lateral, but the rest have been right between the tackles, just letting the inside O-line mash.
13th play of this drive coming up for Detroit. Goff will line up in the shotgun with Gibbs to his right. 3 receivers out to the right, including the tight end Laporta. He comes in short motion from that side. Ends up close to the line of scrimmage. Goff motioning with his left hand. Play clock down to 3. Goff waits, gets the shotgun snap. He'll hand it off. This is Gibbs starting left, cutting back right, in between the hash marks. Gets a shove down to about the 2-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2. Shamari Connor with the tackle. And now a 3rd and goal from the Lions, and play number 14 of this opening drive coming up as we tick down to 6:39 remaining in the first quarter.
And I think we know Dan Campbell that if they don't make it here, they're going to be going for it.
You think? What gives you that idea?
I don't know. Let's play the odds. Not sure what they'll do.
Dan Campbell was ahead of that analytics curve, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
3rd down and goal from the 2. Ball resting right in between the hash marks. Now a full house backfield. Gibbs is lined up back there with Laporta and Wright. Goff goes under center. Goff gets the snap. Handoff. Gibbs straight ahead. I don't think he got there. He got across the 1 but did not get to the goal line, and now it'll be 4th and goal from the doorstep. Mike Dana was in there with a host of red jerseys. And the Lions, as suggested, no movement from the sideline. The offense is staying out there. They're going to try to cap this off with a TD.
Mike Dana did a great job of crashing down and getting contact behind the line of scrimmage. And Detroit really not doing anything fancy at this point, just trying to go straight ahead. Said, our guys are bigger and stronger than yours.
Lions are 7-9 on 4th down this year. David Montgomery checks in for the first time. 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends left. Goff under center gets the snap. Back on a play fake. Rolling to his right. Looking, and we've got whistles. Goff threw the ball into the dirt, but I think the Lions called timeout.
Prior to the snap, timeout, Detroit.
And a good thing they did, because there was nowhere to go with that ball. Nowhere to go.
So the Lions take timeout. It did seem like maybe there was some confusion before the play about how they wanted to line up. And I think that is what precipitated the timeout.
Yeah, Kansas City had that play covered extremely well. Goff would have either had to try and drill it in or try to. Throwing it away would have done him no good. I wonder if they'll bag that and just go back to the straight running up the gut.
So Jahmyr Gibbs is going to come back in the ball game. He had checked out for the first. Well, now he's going back to the sideline. He'd been out there the whole drive. They brought Montgomery in. Gibbs just ran back onto the field, but now heads out. The ball resting between the 1 and the goal line. 4th down and goal. Lions will come to the line of scrimmage. Goff under center with an offset eye behind him. Montgomery is the tailback. St. Brown split wide to the left. 2 tight ends right. Now Goff sprints out to the right. Direct snap Montgomery. Throws left to Goff, who bobbles it. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. David Montgomery throws his 2nd touchdown pass of the year. This one to the quarterback, Jarred Goff. And the Lions have a 6-0 lead.
That was amazing. Amon-Ra St. Brown was engaged with Trent McDuffie, and Goff kind of bobbled the ball, and McDuffie almost got his hands on it, but then St. Brown just kept the block going and opened it up for Goff.
David Montgomery had a touchdown throw against Cincinnati last week in his homecoming game, and now he's got one here in KC tonight.
It's amazing. They played smash mouth football almost the whole way there, and they got cute at the end.
My goodness. The depth of this Lions playbook is ridiculous.
Really is amazing. They have so many weapons to throw to. That was the epitome of a Lions drive, as I said, to keep a defense on its heels.
Well, and Mike, you pointed out the block for Amon-Ra St. Brown, not just the block, but hold the block as long as he did with Goff bobbling the ball. That gave Goff enough time to secure it and then kind of bounce outside and get in. And now a penalty flag has been thrown before the extra point.
After discussion, the quarterback never got set, therefore it's illegal motion. Offense, number 16. It's a 5-yard penalty, replay, 4th down.
Wow. That is as late of a flag as you are ever going to see.
You're not kidding.
I mean, they were lined up for the extra point. The officials were huddling, and the ruling is that when Goff went in motion, he never got set before they snapped it to Montgomery.
And he definitely didn't. I mean, there's no doubt he didn't. And I'd imagine if they practiced that play the way they ran it.
Now Dan Campbell is getting an explanation. The ball is going to be moved back just outside the 5. It'll be 4th and goal from there.
And Goff wasn't even trying to get set. He was just staying in motion the whole time. And again, they have to work on this in practice.
Well, and I think the offense is going to come back out for Detroit. Goff already had his hat on and was sitting on the bench, but he's coming back out.
Well, I thought for sure they were going to get the 3 here. Dan Campbell he's nuts.
So the ball is just outside the 5. Goff is walking toward the sideline. Now he's walking over to talk to Craig Rolstad, the referee, about something.
The play clock's counting down to 0.
Goff is still talking to Rolstad. The play clock has hit 0. They just threw a flag.
Delay a game.
Oh.
Offense number 16. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Well, they're kicking it now.
Well, this was a great drive until the end. Well, remember Detroit had the whole eligible receiver issue last year
against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Goff is still talking to Rolstad. And I'm sure the Lions' argument is, look, you guys took so long to talk about this and then threw a flag. As I said, Goff was already sitting on the bench looking at the tablet. So it'll be Jake Bates on for a short field goal attempt of 28. It'll come from the left hash. Jack Fox will hold. Bates is ready. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick is on the way. It's end over end, and it is good. So the 28-yard field goal gives the Lions an early lead. A reminder that for every field goal made tonight and throughout the season, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream, an American original for over 100 years. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 5:21 to go in the first quarter. Lions 3. Chiefs will have it for the first time when we return. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Mr. Monopoly here. Monopoly is back at McDonald's. Register in the McDonald's app so you're ready to get your bag. 2 ways to peel for a chance to get your bag. Physical peels with select items and digital peels with others to get your bag. Play Monopoly at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No purchase necessary. See rules at playatmcd.com for full details and amoe.playatmcd.com to play without purchase. Ends November 23rd, but bonus play ends November 2nd. Monopoly is a registered trademark of Hasbro. Copyright McDonald's.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager. Hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
LinkedIn gets B2B marketing and knows that every win is derived from a well-orchestrated play. With LinkedIn ads, every ad gets served to the MVPs you need. LinkedIn has grown to a network of over 1 billion professionals that you can reach based on job title, industry, and more. Start converting your B2B audience into high-quality leads today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/campaign. That's linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply. Only on LinkedIn ads.
Ready to kick off the fun? Chumba Casino is your go-to game plan during halftime or overtime. From spinning slots to instant scratch-style cards, it's like running the perfect play, all from home. New players score a free welcome bonus and daily logins with a shot at some serious prizes every time you play. Get in the game and visit ChumbaCasino.com today. Let's Chumba. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than just Peyton Manning. I'm also motivating Manning. When I say insurance, you say financial services. Insurance. Financial services. Insurance. Financial services. Now when I say nationwide, you say is both. Nationwide. Is both. Nationwide. Is both. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Investment Services Corporation, member FINRA, Columbus, Ohio.
Let's check the drive summary sponsored by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check GoodRx. Go to GoodRx.com or download the free GoodRx app. 15 plays, 61 yards, 9:39 off the clock. The Lions settle for a 28-yard field goal from Jake Bates. and have taken a 3-0 lead. Bates will kick it away. Nico Remigio and Brashard Smith back deep. Bates with an end-over-end kick towards Remigio on the near side, backing up a yard deep in the end zone. He's coming out along the numbers of the 10, up to the 15, 20, 25, and he dives out just across the 30-yard line. Mike, let's go back to the fourth down play. Officials, after discussion, say illegal motion. Jarred Goff did not get set. Why does Goff have to get set there?
Because there were two men that moved. After he started in motion, Montgomery slid over and got behind the center. So there were two men in motion. That means the motion man that has to stop for a second. If Montgomery didn't slide over, Goff could have kept going in motion like he did.
Chiefs will start 1st and 10 from their own 30. Patrick Mahomes back in the shotgun. Pacheco to his left, takes the snap, handoff Pacheco, running right, hit right around the line of scrimmage. It falls forward for a yard out to the 31. DJ Reader with the tackle, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Well, Patrick Mahomes comes in 6th in the league in passing yards. Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt are the running back tandem. Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, the wide receivers, and Travis Kelce, the future Hall of Famer, is at tight end. 2nd down 9 from the 31. Mahomes in the gun with Pacheco to his left, two receivers either side. Mahomes brings Kelce in short motion from the right, inside the numbers, takes the snap, back to pass, fires right side, caught by Kelce, turns back in across the 40, spins his way across the 45, out to the 46 and the 47-yard line. First catch of the game for Kelce, net 16, and a Chiefs first down. They love it here on Arrowhead.
So I love the fact that he caught the ball with his back to the defense. He faked the spin to the outside. Both defenders went that way and then spun to the inside. Old man still got some moves.
Just reminding everybody he's not quite done yet. 180 consecutive games for Kelce now with a catch. It's the longest active streak in the NFL. Chiefs from their own 46, 1st and 10, slot left, single man right, shotgun snap, Mahomes back, rolling right, pump fakes, throws back across his body, caught by Smith-Schuster, down to the 30, outside right to the 25, and wrapped up at the 24 by Brian Branch. Mahomes rolling right through back across his body, Juju Smith-Schuster, a catch and run of 31.
And Pat Mahomes got that. Kirby Joseph was coming over to make that pick, and Mahomes just threaded the needle before he could get there and gave Juju Smith-Schuster all that room after he caught the ball. And again, Patrick Mahomes got to the outside, rolled right.
2 plays, Chiefs down to the Lions 24, 1st down and 10. Single receiver left, 2 receivers out to the right. Pacheco is the running back. Mahomes under center, gets the snap. He'll hand off Pacheco, running left outside the hash marks. Big lane to the 20, out to the sideline 15, and he scampers out of bounds with a first down at the 13-yard line. Pacheco untouched that time, picks up 11 yards.
So that time, Aiden Hutchinson lined up at the right end spot, and he went down with the play too much because Amik Robinson absolutely kept contained and made the back cut it back up, and Aiden Hutchinson should have been there and was not.
Now for the Lions, 13 on the near side left hash. 1st down and 10. Mahomes in the gun. Pacheco to his right. 2 receivers right. Single man left. Hollywood Brown out in short motion on the right side. Mahomes gets the shotgun snap. He'll hand off Pacheco. Running left outside the numbers. Contacted almost immediately. And he falls forward down to the 11-yard line. Nick Robertson with the tackle that time, along with help by Tyler Lacey. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Don't miss all the NFL action Thursday night on Amazon Prime Video when the Pittsburgh Steelers meet the Cincinnati Bengals. Of course, you can also hear that game right here on many of these same stations on the Westwood One app or online at westwoodonesports.com. 2nd down 8 from the 11. Receivers left and right, tight ends on either end of the line. Kareem Hunt checks in for the first time at running back. Mahomes under center takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff. Rolling to his right. Looking to the end zone. Being pressured. Now will just throw it away incomplete. Mahomes was trying to get it to Noah Gray, who was covered up in the secondary. Derek Barnes was applying the heat. And it'll be 3rd down and 8 with 1:59 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Lions.
That's the way. Now, again, he didn't keep him completely in the pocket, but he was pressuring him. He was moving forward into the face of Mahomes, so he couldn't set and throw the ball and had to throw it away.
Kelce will head to the sideline. Lions changing personnel on their side. 3rd down and 8. 3 receivers bunch right, single man left. Mahomes in the shotgun with Hunt to his left side. Mahomes looks out to his right. Play clock shows 5. Here's the snap. Mahomes is back, looking left, steps up in the pocket, moving to his left. Little pump fake, takes a shot, and he goes down at the 6-yard line. That's 3 yards shy of the first down. It's a gain of 5, and Harrison Butker is making his way out. He'll look to tie the game for Kansas City. Maybe not. He got out near the numbers, and now he's coming back.
Having a little Dan Campbell thought, huh?
I guess. Harrison Butker went out, and Andy Reid said, hang on there.
Andy's saying, if Dan can do it, I can do it.
Well, you look at this game tonight, Mike, and the way things have gone, you wonder if it's going to be one of those shootout-type games, and it feels like both coaches are thinking that way. 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends left. Mahomes in the gun on 4th and 3. Noah Gray in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Mahomes back, looks, throws right side. Wide open, Worthy into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 6-yard touchdown pass to Xavier Worthy, and the Kansas City Chiefs have taken a 6-3 first quarter lead.
Well, we talked about 2 new starting quarterbacks with Terry Arnold out with a shoulder and DJ Reed on IR with a hammy. Amik Robertson was in covers there, and very difficult to cover a speedy Xavier Worthy.
The Chiefs are now 10 of 11 on 4th down this year, as Butker comes on for the PAT to try to make it a 7-3 game. Here's the snap spot. The kick is on the way, and it is no good.
Wow.
So Harrison Butker misses the PAT, already his 3rd missed point after of the year, and it remains a 6-3 Kansas City lead with 1:11 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
What's the impact of hiring the right person for the job? Someone who simply doesn't fill a role but elevates it. Indeed Sponsored Jobs can help you connect with candidates who have the right experience and a proven track record. Find people who don't just complete tasks, they transform how work gets done. Don't leave hiring to chance. Sponsor your job posting on Indeed and match with the right candidates. Sponsor your job at Indeed.com/credit.
When I wake up,
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol, America's #1 brand of shaving cream. Barbasol's instant thick lather gives you a close, comfortable shave at a trusted value.
Barbasol. Let's check the drive summary sponsored by eBay. Picture this, you're halfway through a DIY car fix and boom, you're missing a part. It's okay because whatever it is, it's on eBay and it's guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. 8 plays, 70 yards, 4:10 off the clock. 6-yard touchdown pass to Xavier Worthy, his first touchdown of the year. And boy, he has been important to this Kansas City offense, Mike. Back the last 2 games, the Chiefs are averaging over 35 points a game. That's 15 points better than they were in weeks 1 through 3 with Worthy on the sideline.
And again, they'll get Rashee Rice back next week from his 6-game suspension, so they'll have their full complement of receivers.
Meanwhile, Harrison Butker wide left on the PAT. So it's a 6-3 Chiefs lead. Kind of a weird beginning to this game with the Lions putting together that great drive, getting right to the doorstep, thinking they had a touchdown on a trick play, only for it to be taken back what seemed like 5 minutes later after the officials got together. And then Kansas City goes down and scores on 4th down, only to miss the extra point.
Kansas City scored way fewer points than Detroit.
Sailors and Reynolds back deep. Butker, a high, short, end-over-end kick. It'll be taken by Reynolds on the far side of the 9, across the 15 to the 20, angles right 25, and he dives his way to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Lions will start 1st and 10. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Kansas City. At work, every day is game day. Give your crew an edge with Grainger. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry when you call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Feels like we just started this game. There's a minute to go in the first quarter.
Well, the Lions sucked up all that time.
They sure did.
9 minutes on their opening drive.
And they're losing.
1st down and 10 from their own 29. Goff lines up under center with an I formation behind him. Montgomery is the tailback. Two receivers right. St. Brown is in the slot. Here's the snap. Toss it to Montgomery. Running left. Outside the numbers. Looking to cut it up. And doesn't find a ton of room. Lowers his head. Powers his way out across the 32-yard line. Gain of 3, maybe 4 on the play. Leo Chanel with the tackle. And that'll bring up second down for Detroit with inside a minute to go here in quarter number 1.
And Detroit's going to be in 12 personnel so much tonight. That's one running back. That's 2 tight ends, Brock Wright and Sam Laporta, and 1 back. Because they not only can the tight ends catch, especially Laporta, but they block extremely well in the running game.
Second down 7 from the 32. Goff in the shotgun. 2 receivers stack right, single man left. Montgomery, the running back, is off to Goff's left side. Brock Wright in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Goff back, looking, plenty of time. Fires deep down the middle. That's caught across the 50, angling right to the 45 is Laporta, and he's upended at about the Kansas City 42. Shamari Connor with the tackle, but Goff, given all kinds of time, zips one down the middle to Laporta, a gain of 26.
So the key to that was just what you said, all kinds of time to let that develop. Laporta ran behind Nick Bolton, and Nick Bolton was just staring at Goff, and Goff just waited for Laporta to clear him.
Well, that is very quickly the end of the first quarter. With the score, the Chiefs 6, the Lions 3. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
LinkedIn gets B2B marketing and knows that every win is derived from a well-orchestrated play. With LinkedIn ads, every ad gets served to the MVPs you need. LinkedIn has grown to a network of over 1 billion professionals that you can reach based on job title, industry, and more. Start converting your B2B audience into high-quality leads today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/campaign. That's linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply. Only on LinkedIn ads.
Fall is in season at Kohl's, and you know what that means. Pumpkins, plaid, and anything that smells like cinnamon. This week, take an extra 20% off decor, home furnishings, bedding, and more. So whether fall is your entire personality or you're just a casual pumpkin enthusiast, the deals at Kohl's are here for your seasonal style. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 20% offer ends October 19th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
15 minutes done in Kansas City. Chiefs on top of the Lions by a score of 6-3. What'd you take away from that opening quarter, Mike?
This is a fast-paced game. Well, I mean, Detroit's drive was long, the first one, but having control of the ball and the plays. And then, I tell you, the last couple of weeks, this Kansas City offense has really started to pick up the pace. But the Detroit offense can stay on the field for such a long time with all the different weapons they have.
Time now for the start of the second quarter, sponsored by Vicks Vapo Stick. Vicks Vapo Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors for the whole family in an easy-to-use stick. And for steam, non-medicated shower vapors for yourself, try Vapo Shower Max. Use as directed. And the Lions will start this second quarter at the Chiefs' 42. First down and 10 after the long completion to Laporta. Jarred Goff, 5 of 5 for 62 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 9 carries, 32 yards so far. David Montgomery with 1 carry for 3 yards.
And there's really been no pressure on Goff. That last pass was really indicative of the protection the O-line has given him.
First down and 10. Goff will go under center. He's got receivers left and right. Montgomery is the single back. Goff points with his right hand. Looks to his left now. Puts his hands under center, now stands up again, points out to his right side. Goff gets the snap. He'll hand it off. This is Montgomery running right. Has a lane. 35. Grabbed from behind. Stays on his feet inside the 30. And he's down to the 29. And only a loose-fitting jersey allowed Leo Chanel to hang on for dear life. A gain of 13 for Montgomery.
So Detroit is just misdirecting. They had the unbalanced line again. They had from left, going left, Graham Glasnow at center, Christian Mahogany at left guard, Skipper at left tackle, Penei Sewell outside of Skipper, and then both tight ends to the left. And then they ran right. They got Penei Sewell coming over again.
Receivers left and right. Goff under center, first and 10 from the Kansas City 29. Here's the snap. Goff will hand it off to Montgomery. Runs right to the numbers inside the 25. Lowers his shoulder and finishes the run strong down to the 22. Shamari Connor with a tackle. It's a gain of 7. We'll step out 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Sunday Night Football. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick, the rest of our great Westwood One crew here in Kansas City. 13:47 to go second quarter, 6-3 Chiefs. Lions have the ball at the Kansas City 23, second down and 4. Goff lines up under center, takes the snap, turns, play fake, rolling left, dumps it off short. That's caught by St. Brown. Little stutter step move to the sideline, and he's shoved out of bounds, shy of the line to gain by Chanel. They're going to mark him out, it looks like, at the 22-yard line. So they will give him officially a gain of 1. They moved that moved the ball back on the last one to the 23. So it is a gain of 1 for Amon-Ra St. Brown. It'll bring up a third down and short.
I'd be surprised if they didn't still run the ball here because, Danny's going to go for it on fourth down.
2 tight ends wide left, 2 receivers tight to the line on the right. St. Brown inside of Williams. Goff in the shotgun with Montgomery to his left. Play clock ticks down to 5. Goff brings Laporta in motion from the left. Play clock at 1. Here's the snap. Goff back, looking left, looking middle. Fires down the middle. That one's caught. Williams inside the 5. On his feet. Into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. A 22-yard touchdown strike to Jamison Williams. Bouncing off defenders to take it in. And the Lions are back on top. With 12:49 to go in the second quarter, it's Detroit 9, Kansas City 6, and the extra point try coming up.
I would love to have a radar gun on that throw. He just absolutely smoked that shot. There was a receiver off to the left that took the safety out of the way and just opened it up for Williams, and Goff, right as he was getting hit, just drilled it.
Boy, and then Jamison Williams just inside the 5. He took an absolute shot from behind from Noel Williams, but stayed on his feet and was able to get into the end zone. For Jamison Williams, it's his second touchdown catch of the year. And now Jake Bates will try to give the Lions a 4-point lead.
They've been trying to get the ball more to Williams, but teams have been taking away that he's such a deep threat. Teams are trying to take that away.
So here is Bates for the PAT, 22 of 22 this year. Bates says he's ready. Here's the snap, the spot. The kick is on the way. A low end-over-end kick, but it is good. 12:49 remaining in the first half. It's the Lions 10 and the Chiefs 6. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Mr. Monopoly here. Monopoly is back at McDonald's. Register in the McDonald's app so you're ready to get your bag. 2 ways to peel for a chance to get your bag. Physical peels with select items and digital peels with others to get your bag. Play Monopoly at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No purchase necessary. See rules at playatmcd.com for full details and amoe.playatmcd.com to play without purchase. Ends November 23rd, but bonus play ends November 2nd. Monopoly is a registered trademark of Hasbro. Copyright McDonald's.
Hey, Doc. Nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next-day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/small business to sign up for free.
When your first stop is Maverick, your next stop can be anywhere your adventure takes you. Head in for great deals on fuel, fresh-made bonfire food, all your favorite snacks and drinks, and our award-winning clean restrooms. If you don't go to Maverick first, can you really call it an adventure? Plus, stay cool and refreshed while you chase life's thrills with an 89-cent large fountain drink from Maverick. That's an Adventure Club exclusive, so download the Maverick app and join to start saving. Maverick, adventure's first stop. Offer good for a limited time at select locations.
Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by Straight Talk. Your favorite song shouldn't have to wait for Wi-Fi. Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com, easy for me to say, or Walmart. Well, a 6-play, 71-yard drive, 3:22 off the clock. And Jamison Williams caps it off with a 22-yard touchdown, pinballing off defenders into the end zone. And if you were looking for a defensive struggle, you may want to look elsewhere, because right now the Lions are averaging better than 7 yards per play. The Chiefs are averaging almost 9 yards per play to start.
Detroit saying, okay, match that. I'm sure Pat Mahomes is saying, okay.
Game on. Well, Jarred Goff and Patrick Mahomes have been in a high-scoring game before. As Jake Bates gets set to kick it away, end over end boot. This one will be taken by Remigio at the 3. Out to the 10, out of the 15, 20, along the numbers to the 30-yard line. Takes a hit and then is thrown backwards at about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. Grant Stewart down there in on the tackle. Ty Summers was there as well. Well, go back to Jarred Goff being with the Rams. Rams and Chiefs met up on a Monday night game. It was supposed to be in Mexico. It got moved to L.A. 54-51 was the final in that game.
I'd say it hit the over.
Thanks for that.
Well, that's what I'm here for, to analyze.
Mahomes will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, single man right. Ball on the far side, left hash of the Kansas City 31. Hollywood Brown in motion from left to right. Mahomes has the snap. Back to pass with plenty of time. Looking, pumps to his left. Now gets hit, gets away, throws, got a man wide open. Tumbling catch made by Brown at midfield, right on the left side numbers. He rolls into Detroit territory to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 20.
Well, that was a matchup of star against star. That was Aiden Hutchinson who missed Patrick Mahomes. He had him around the waist. Mahomes just spun out of it and then drilled it downfield.
First down and 10, Chiefs. With the ball across the 50-yard line. From the Lions 49. Mahomes in the shotgun with Pacheco to his right. Mahomes walks out to his left, now falls back into the gun. 2 receivers left and right. Mahomes gets the snap. He's back to pass. Looking, throws, left side. That's caught. That's Noah Gray, the tight end, inside the 45. And he's down to about the 43-yard line. Rock Yassin with the tackle. It'll be a gain of 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Well, the Rams and Jaguars meet next Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network and streaming with NFL Plus. Don't miss the final NFL game in London, presented by NetApp. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Visit plus.nfl.com for terms. And, of course, you can also hear that game right here on Westwood One. There is an injured Lions defender on the play. That's Kirby Joseph. He was questionable coming in with a knee injury, and he is in a seated position on the far side numbers right now. They do get him up quickly to his feet, but he is limping as he heads off to the sideline. We'll step out. 11:41 remaining first half. Lions 10, Chiefs 6. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle. It's our most tender steak, expertly grilled throughout the day, expertly seasoned with garlic, cumin, and coriander, expertly finished with fresh lime and hand-cut cilantro and crafted just for you. Nobody does carne asada like Chipotle. Nobody. Our most talked about steak is only here for a limited time, so order now in the app for pickup or delivery. Chipotle, for real.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios with a look at the Week 6 scoreboard. Tampa Bay wins, and not in the final minute today. They beat San Francisco 30-19 to improve to 5-1. It was Green Bay over Cincinnati 27-18. Seattle wins on the road for the 9th straight time, beating Jacksonville 20-12. Rams all over Baltimore today, and Baltimore 17-3. Carolina, a walk-off field goal to upset Dallas 30-27. Indianapolis now 5-1. They beat Arizona 31-27 today. New England wins again in New Orleans 25-19 the final. Pittsburgh over Cleveland today 23-9. In England, it was Denver winning their 4th of the year 13-11 over the winless New York Jets. Chargers back in the win column with a 29-27 win at Miami. Las Vegas got a victory at home today against Tennessee 20-10. We will have all of the details and post-game reaction coming your way at halftime. For now, back to Arrowhead Stadium, Ryan Rettke and Mike Goller.
All right, Scott, 11:41 remaining here in the first half. Lions on top of the Chiefs 10-6. Kirby Joseph, he got up and began walking like maybe it wasn't that serious, but as he got toward the Lions sideline, he needed help from the trainers. He has not gone in the blue tent, but he is sitting on the bench. And this is kind of the Lions' worst nightmare. Both safeties, Joseph and Branch, questionable coming in. Well, they were really hoping they were going to be able to make it through, and right now it does not look good for Joseph. Meanwhile, 2nd down and 4 for the Chiefs. Shotgun snap. Here's Mahomes running out to his left, being chased. He's grabbed and thrown down for no gain on the play by Jack Campbell. Third-year linebacker out of Iowa tracks down Mahomes at the 43-yard line, and now it'll be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Jack Campbell, leading tackle on the team, not faked out by this play, and again, a designed run by Patrick Mahomes. You don't see a ton of those. They usually take off on his own, but again, came into this game as the leading rusher for Kansas City.
Kareem Hunt will check in now on 3rd down. 3rd down and 4. Chiefs go with 2 receivers either side. Worthy lined up inside of Kelce on the left. Kelce comes in short motion from that left side. Mahomes back in the shotgun, gets the snap. He hands it off to Hunt, jumps out to his left, and he is going to be just short of the 1st down. Spins his way to the 41. Gain of about 2.5 on the play. It's going to be 4th and short, and that play call would suggest the Chiefs have made up their mind to go for it.
Absolutely. Alex Anzalone on the tackle there, just hung on long enough to not let the back stretch over that 1st down marker. Got less than a yard to go.
The ball is just outside the 40. They need to cross the 40-yard line for a 1st down. So call it 4th and 1. Chiefs hustle up to the line. Mahomes is under center, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off inside Hunt, and he's got the 1st down. So Kareem Hunt jumping just along the left hash, picks up about 3. Jack Campbell on the tackle, but down to the 38-yard line, and the mastery of 4th down continues for Kansas City. 2 for 2 tonight, 11 for 12 on the season.
Punters are less and less used in the NFL, it seems.
They're just hanging out, grabbing a hot dog, waiting to see.
Collecting a heck of a paycheck.
Mahomes under center, 1st down and 10. 2 receivers right, single man to the left. Mahomes gets the snap. Here's a toss play to Pacheco. He's going to give it to Worthy. Now flip it back to Mahomes, rolling right. Mahomes thinking about running and will. 35 to the 30. And he slides down close to a 1st down. Going to depend on the spot. Looks like they're going to have him just shy. Needed the 28 for a 1st down. Remember, he spotted where he begins his slide. And they are going to say 1st down. They'll give him 10, right to the 28.
Yeah, and the deep coverage was right away. That Mahomes knew he didn't have it, so he just took off.
By the way, Thomas Harper, 2nd-year man out of Notre Dame, is back there for Kirby Joseph. Here's the snap, handoff Pacheco. Runs along the left hash and doesn't find much room there. Across the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard. DJ Reader, Tyler Lacey on the stop. Gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Kansas City. Game plan with Grainger to gain a competitive advantage. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by for the supplies and solutions to help keep your business moving forward. 8:34 to go, 2nd quarter, 10-6. Lions on top. Chiefs threatening with the ball at the Detroit 27. 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends left. Noah Gray in motion from left to right. Mahomes in the gun, gets the snap. Back to pass, rolling to his right, stops his feet. Under pressure, he is hit. He fumbled the football. It's loose. And I think Mahomes got back on top of it and did. At about the 36, Aiden Hutchinson is the man that punched it out. It'll go as a loss of 10. But Patrick Mahomes, at least momentarily, saved the day for Kansas City, diving back on top of that football.
So here's what I won't understand. Tight end, Noah Gray, and just happened to be Noah Gray. I'd say any tight end, one-on-one with Aiden Hutchinson. That's a loss. And he just drove him right back into Mahomes.
So now it's 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 18. Mahomes will line up in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass, throws short right, caught by Smith-Schuster, cuts inside the hash, back outside of the 25, down to the 20, and he's close to a 1st down. They're going to mark him at the 19. He'll be about a yard and a half short. Anzalone and Yassin on the tackle, but now the Chiefs have another opportunity to go for it on 4th down.
Wow. I mean, I don't know if they I think they might have expected just to get it closer for a shorter field goal and ended up getting a yard and a half away from a 1st down.
They are going to go for it on 4th and 1. They've already converted a couple of 4th downs tonight. And now we've got a timeout. There was some confusion by the Chiefs. And so Andy Reid is going to spend the timeout with 7:01 remaining here in the first half. Lions on top by a score of 10-6.
I think we've passed the point of saying analytics anymore, and coaches are just going for it.
Yeah.
They're just, if it's within 3 yards, they're just going.
Well, and I think you're right, Mike. I think the intent of that play call was, hey, let's see if we can get 7 or 8 yards, give Butker an easier field goal opportunity.
And also, I think both coaches understand this could be a high-scoring game. Or, again, there's not been a lot of possessions yet because they've been long possessions, but they're scoring on each possession and realizing field goals aren't going to do it.
By the way, you may look at Kansas City and say, well, what's the big deal converting short yardage? The Detroit defense this year, when facing 3rd or 4th and 1, had only allowed 4 of 11 conversions. They've got another one here, 4th down and a yard. Mahomes in the gun. He's got Pacheco to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends right. Mahomes along the right side hash, waits, gets the snap, starts to roll to his left, now rolling out to his right, looking, being chased, heaves one up down the field, knocked down, incomplete. And it was Thomas Harper in there for Kirby Joseph that swatted it away from Xavier Worthy. He wants a flag that he's not going to get, and the Lions will take over.
That play, you have 3 levels, short, medium, and long, and Detroit did a great job of covering every level, and Harper did an excellent job getting that hand in and offhand, not being interference.
The Lions will take over when we return. 6:55 to go in the second quarter. It's Detroit 10, Kansas City 6. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
What's the impact of hiring the right person for the job? Someone who simply doesn't fill a role but elevates it. Indeed Sponsored Jobs can help you connect with candidates who have the right experience and a proven track record. Find people who don't just complete tasks, they transform how work gets done. Don't leave hiring to chance. Sponsor your job posting on Indeed and match with the right candidates. Sponsor your job at Indeed.com/credit.
Fall is in season at Kohl's, and you know what that means. Pumpkins, plaid, and anything that smells like cinnamon. This week, take an extra 20% off decor, home furnishings, bedding, and more. So whether fall is your entire personality or you're just a casual pumpkin enthusiast, the deals at Kohl's are here for your seasonal style. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 20% offer ends October 19th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
6:55 to go second quarter at Arrowhead. Lions on top of the Chiefs by a score of 10-6. A reminder to join us on Tuesday for our next U.S. soccer broadcast on Westwood One. It's the United States men's national team against Australia in a friendly on the road to next summer's FIFA World Cup. Callum Williams and U.S. legend Kobe Jones will have all the action from Denver beginning at 8:45 p.m. Eastern. Catch it for free on the Westwood One Sports app, online at westwoodonesports.com, or just ask Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. Don't miss it, USA against Australia Tuesday night at 8:45 Eastern.
Well, the first drive with no score. Great stop by Detroit. Now it's in Detroit's offensive hands. They've run 20 total plays, 13 plays in plus territory, 3 or 4 on third down, and 5 plays of 10-plus yards.
Lions will start at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends left. I formation, Gibbs is the tailback. Goff takes the snap, he'll hand it off Gibbs, running off the right side, gets out to the numbers, breaks a tackle, and he's able to fall forward to the 25. Trent McDuffie with the tackle. Gain of about 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Word from the Lions sideline, Kirby Joseph officially is questionable to return with a knee injury.
It's not next man up in the Detroit secondary, it's next men up.
No kidding.
I mean, it is amazing.
2nd down 5 for the Lions, 2 receivers stacked left. Goff under center again. Gibbs remains the tailback. 10 carries already for Jahmyr Gibbs, 38 yards. Goff takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Gibbs carry number 11 out to the left hash. Nothing there this time. Met at the line of scrimmage. McDuffie was there. Chanel was there. And that'll bring up third down. They are going to give him a half yard on the play, so officially it'll be 3rd and 4.
They had 2 linemen pulling. One supposed to keep going to the play side. The other supposed to peel back to block anybody that's coming from the back side, and that wasn't done then, and left 2 defenders free on the ball carrier.
Lions are 3 of 4 on 3rd down tonight. This will be 3rd down and 4. They need the 30 for a first down. Goff in the shotgun, trips right, single man left. Goff motioning with his left hand. Waits. Gets the shotgun snap. He's back to throw. Goff looking, moving to his right, now back to his left, looking down the field, picks up a block. He's going to run across the 30, and he dives with a first down out to the 34-yard line. Credit Jahmyr Gibbs, who broke off his route through a block, and Jarred Goff picks up 7 for a Lions first down.
That's just great teamwork there, as you mentioned, stopping your route and going and knowing your quarterback's going to run and try and get a block. Big guy, again, he's not a threat to go the distance, but you know what he is a threat to? Move the chains, which is exactly what he did.
Boy, and like we saw from St. Brown earlier, Gibbs didn't just get in the way. He held that block. First down and 10 Lions from their own 33. 2 receivers stacked to the left, I formation. Gibbs is the tailback. Laporta in short motion from the right side. Here's the snap. Goff will hand it off. Gibbs between the hash marks. Big lane to the 40. Cuts left 45. And he's out to the 48-yard line. So Jahmyr Gibbs finding all kinds of room up the middle. Rips off 15. Watson and Roland Wallace together on the tackle.
Well, that was just a nice cut back to some open space to his left. He was trying to go behind Glasgow, the center, and ended up just cutting right off his butt back to the left.
12 carries, 53 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs had 5 100-yard games a year ago. It was the most by a Lion since Barry Sanders in 1997. First and 10, here's the snap. Handoff, Gibbs again out to the right hash. Doesn't find a lot of room, gets to about midfield and bounces out of the pile and somehow squeaks his way through to the Kansas City 46. McDuffie on the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 6. I have no idea. Gibbs disappeared into the pile and suddenly just shot out the other side.
He was just gone in that massive humanity and just spun out of it. That was amazing. That's nobody on the defense wrapping up, right? Not getting off their blocks and wrapping up. They stonewalled it well, but didn't wrap up.
Second down 4 from the Chiefs 46. Ball is on the far side right hash. St. Brown single wide receiver to the right. Montgomery is in as the running back now. Goff gets the snap, fakes the handoff, back to throw. Pressure coming, and Goff just throws it right down into the ground, incomplete. They are going to say that there was a receiver, Montgomery, in the area. Dan Skipper a little slow to get up. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4, and that is the first incompletion thrown by Jarred Goff tonight. He's now 7 for 8 in the game.
Boy, Nick Bolton came flying past Penei Sewell and got that quick pressure. Goff doesn't hesitate to just get rid of that ball, live to fight another play.
Boy, that's something you don't say a lot. A defensive lineman flying past Penei Sewell. He's one of the best in the game at right tackle. So now 3rd down and 4. 3 receivers, bunch left, single man right. Goff in the shotgun, needs the Chiefs 42 for a first down. Here's the snap, handoff Montgomery, spins out of a tackle, works his way inside the 45 to the 44. It's a gain of 2. They'll leave the Lions with a 4th down and 2, and right now the offense is staying out there.
Yeah, it's not even a question. Trent McDuffie, a great job coming down the line and wrapping up against Montgomery, a 230-pounder. McDuffie took him down short of the first down. Really, really nice play.
Lions break the huddle to the line of scrimmage with Goff in the shotgun. 2 receivers stacked left, single man right. Laporta goes in motion from left to right. Montgomery is the running back. He's off to the left side of Goff. Goff wants the shotgun snap on 4th and 2. He's got it. He's back to pass. He looks, fires left side, and it's incomplete off the hands of St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown was open on the slant. The throw was a little bit low, but St. Brown unable to bring it in. And talk about things that don't happen very often. Normally, Amon-Ra St. Brown touches the ball. He's able to make the catch.
Boy, Mike Dana and Chris Jones had the pressure on Goff straight up the gut. Didn't really let Goff step into that throw.
We'll step aside. 2:42 remaining in the second quarter. Lions 10, Chiefs 6. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain Scent Boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
The Home Depot has everything you need to turn your home into a beacon of holiday cheer. So whether you're going all out or just adding a few holiday touches, we've got you covered with trees, yard decor, and more. Save time decorating with one of our easy-to-assemble pre-lit trees, or pick up a piece from our Yuletide Lane decor collection and fill your yard with holiday joy. Whatever your style, find everything to get your holidays started at the Home Depot.
Fall is in season at Kohl's, and you know what that means. Pumpkins, plaid, and anything that smells like cinnamon. This week, take an extra 20% off decor, home furnishings, bedding, and more. So whether fall is your entire personality or you're just a casual pumpkin enthusiast, the deals at Kohl's are here for your seasonal style. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 20% offer ends October 19th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Busy day? Big game? Where to watch? With NFL Plus Premium, keep the NFL in reach with live, local, and primetime games on mobile. NFL Red Zone to catch every touchdown every Sunday afternoon during the regular season. 24/7 NFL Network, including 7 exclusive live games during the 2025 season. Fully condensed game replays to relive your favorite NFL moments and more. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/radio. Terms and conditions apply.
Get back to school styles that spoil them at prices that spoil you when you shop for the new year at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Well, the two teams trade fourth down stops, and now the Chiefs will start this drive at their own 44, trailing 10-6, 2:42 to go in the second quarter. Each team with 2 timeouts. Remember, Kansas City will get the ball to start the second half. Mahomes under center, 3 receivers left, single man right. Here's the snap. Mahomes is back. He's looking, throws a screen left side to Pacheco, who's grabbed immediately and brought down right around the line of scrimmage by Alex Anzalone. All kinds of eye candy there from the Chiefs. Ends up as a screen to the left, and Anzalone didn't care about any of it. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You are absolutely right about eye candy and Anzalone not falling for it. That's playing your position. That's playing with discipline, not getting caught up in all the cutesy stuff going on.
2nd down 10. 2 receivers stacked to the left, slot to the right. Mahomes back in the shotgun with Pacheco on his right side. Hard count. Mahomes gets the snap. Back to pass. Looks right. Throws right. Wide open and caught by Brown. Did he get his feet in bounds? They're talking about it. The answer is yes. It'll be a first down at the Lions 42. Gain of 13 for Hollywood Brown.
What a great job getting his feet down. That ball was high and away. And he caught it. And did he? I absolutely got his foot down. Just tapped that second one down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, sponsored by Uline. Success in sports starts with the fundamentals. Uline's fundamentals are quality tested shipping and industrial products, always in stock and ready to ship today. That's Uline. 2 minutes to go with the first half. Lions 10, Chiefs 6. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Makita's built for the pros who show up early, who don't do shortcuts, only precise cuts. With tools built to last, job after job, year after year. Performance that pays off, because when the job calls for the best, you answer. And when you need the best, you call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
The NFL International Games head to Wembley. Let's go! So wake up and lock in, because on NFL Network, our stars come out in the morning. Stafford and the Rams offense is ready to put on a show.
Touchdown, LA!
But Trevor Lawrence and the Jags are looking to light up London.
Incredible!
It's Sunday morning football. Snooze off, game on. Rams, Jaguars. Sunday, October 19th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
2 minutes to go, second quarter in Kansas City. Chiefs trail the Lions by a score of 10-6. But prior to the 2-minute warning, big catch by Hollywood Brown. And the NFL is making life-saving catches off the field, too, through their Crucial Catch Initiative. focused on early detection. Learn more at NFL.com/crucial catch. So Brown able to get his feet down in bounds. Chiefs have it at the Lions 42. 2 minutes to go, 2 timeouts. That's a ton of time with Patrick Mahomes at the controls. And Mike, by getting that 4th down stop, the Chiefs have given themselves an opportunity to kind of flip this game with a score going into the half and then getting the ball to start the second.
Yeah, both defenses got a 4th down stop, but you're right. Kansas City's in a great position to score and then double up with the start of with the ball in the start of the third quarter. Patrick Mahomes has already spread the ball around to 6 different receivers, so he is spreading it around. We talked about Detroit spreading it around to the talent. That's what Mahomes is doing as well. And not really a ton of pressure on him. Aiden Hutchinson did get that 1 sack. The Chiefs have only given up 7 sacks coming into this game.
Good news for the Lions. Kirby Joseph has just come back on the field. He limped off earlier with a knee injury. 1st down and 10 from the Lions 42. Chiefs moving left to right. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends right. Mahomes in the shotgun with Pacheco to his left. Here's the snap. Hand off Pacheco. Running right. Little stutter step move outside the numbers. Hit at the 40-yard line, and he is driven backwards out of bounds by Joseph. Right back onto the field on a big hit. Gain of just 2. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8. The clock continues to run.
Boy, that's announcing your presence back in the game with some authority.
He didn't look hurt at all on that one. Here's a shotgun snap. Mahomes back on 2nd and 8. Throws right side numbers. Caught by Kelce, and an ankle tackle takes him down right at the sticks. Rock Yassin with the tackle. See if they're going to give him the 1st down. They will. It's a gain of 8. Clock continues to move down to 127, 126 to go. They spot it right at the Lions' 32-yard line.
Kansas City still huddling, not worried about time yet, letting the clock count down.
I said 28, it is the 32. 1st down and 10. Trips left, single man right. Mahomes back in the shotgun with Pacheco to his right. Here's the snap. Mahomes back to pass with plenty of time. Looks going deep down the right side, incomplete. Well over the head of Xavier Worthy. Man-to-man out there against Rock Yassin. Clock stops with 1:03 to go, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. A reminder to stay with us for the Sunday Night Football halftime report with Scott Graham. Scott will check all the scores and highlights from Week 6 of the NFL season coming up at the half.
That was just Pat taking a shot with his speedster. Yassin was right there with great coverage.
2nd down 10, 1:03 to go. Ball at the Lions 32. It's on the right hash. 10-6, Detroit with the lead. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Mahomes in the shotgun with Hunt to his right side. Hunt now sprints in motion to the left. Mahomes gets the snap, back to pass, looks left, throws left, drops. That pass was a little bit behind Travis Kelce at the 25. Could not hang on. Jack Campbell was in coverage, and that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Kelce knows even though that was behind him, he should have had it. Slapped his hands, sitting on the ground, knowing that he should have had it. Made it a 3rd and short.
Well, much like the Amon-Ra St. Brown 4th down play, Mike. I mean, the throw from Goff wasn't pretty. It was down around his knees, but I guarantee you St. Brown will tell you should have caught it.
Those are 2 receivers who, if it's anywhere in their radius, they know they should catch it.
Trips left, single man right. 3rd down and 10. The Chiefs are 0 for 3 on 3rd down tonight. Mahomes changing something at the line of scrimmage. Play clock at 4. Low snap handled by Mahomes. Back to pass. Rush coming. Mahomes throws down the right side. Incomplete. Over the head of Kelce, and a flag comes in. Yassin was in coverage, and he's going to get called for the penalty that'll give Kansas City a 1st down.
Defense, number 23. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul, automatic 1st down.
Again, just like Patrick Mahomes tried to go one-on-one with Worthy against Yassin, he tried to do the same thing with Travis Kelce. Yassin, knowing he's got a bigger receiver, got a little hands. He doesn't think he did, but it only matters that the ref thinks he did.
Well, Kelce kind of stopped running for a second. And I think Yassin at that point thought the play was over.
Yeah.
So move it down to the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10. Pistol formation now. Hunt the running back and 2 tight ends in the backfield. Mahomes fakes the handoff. Rolling right. Throws. Kelce makes the catch. Inside the 5. Up and in at the 1. Yassin with a touchdown saving tackle, but a gain of 17, and the Chiefs have it 1st and goal. And a timeout taken by the Lions. Clock is still moving right now. It shows 36 seconds. They'll probably put some time back on. But Patrick Mahomes rolling out, hooks up with Travis Kelce, and now the Chiefs are right on the doorstep.
Boy, they're just going to Yassin's side, that's for sure. With either go routes or crossing routes. Nice pitch, nice catch. I'm surprised That was a nice tackle by Justine. I thought Kelce was going to get in.
Well, this Detroit secondary is all beat up. Their top 3 corners out for this game tonight. That doesn't include Ennis Rakestraw, who got hurt back in camp and has been out for the entire season and will be out the rest of the year. With the Westwood One Sports app, you can stream every Westwood One broadcast live right from your phone for free. NFL, college football, NCAA March Madness, and more, all in the Westwood One Sports app. Download now for iOS and Android and take the game with you wherever you go. So they put 3 seconds, make it 4 back on the clock. 40 seconds to go. Lions have 1 timeout left. Ball is on the right hash. First down and goal for the Chiefs.
Extra O lineman in for the Chiefs.
Wanye Morris. I formation, Mahomes under center. Pacheco is the running back. Mahomes gets the snap. They're going to run an option play to the right. Mahomes keeps it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown run for Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs are back in the lead.
Yeah, the flag will be offsides on Detroit, so touchdown going to be upheld.
Offside. Defense, number 95. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
So Patrick Mahomes on the option. Fake the pitch, cut it up inside, and strolls into the end zone. 4th rushing touchdown of the season for Mahomes. And now Harrison Butker, who missed an extra point earlier, trying to make it a 3-point Chiefs lead. Butker ready. Ariza will hold. Here's the snap, the spot. The kick from Butker is on the way. It's end over end, and it is good. So with 37 seconds to go in the second quarter, it's the Chiefs 13, the Lions 10. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
You could think you found your dream home online. The kitchen island looks perfect for your inner chef. The backyard, a paradise for your green thumb. And that extra room, hello walk-in closet. But here's the twist. The lot next door just got rezoned for years of construction. And this sound, yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of that. Don't let your dream home turn into a nightmare. Work with the expertise and ethical training of a Realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, right by you.
It felt like nobody really cared.
Real people.
Every kid out there should be able to see themselves as a hero.
With real questions.
Can someone lie? Yes, absolutely. How do you respond to that?
Investigate TV Plus uncovers real problems, issues that affect us all.
He took his last breath in my arms.
This costed me my childhood.
If this doesn't change, will people get hurt?
Honestly, it saved my life.
Investigate TV Plus. Check local listings at investigatetv.com. Sponsored by Gray Media.
Your business has goals, and you need the right team to help get you there. Don't cross your fingers and just hope quality candidates see your job posting. With Indeed-sponsored jobs, you can skip the waiting game and match with the talent that actually matters for your business. Plus, with Indeed-sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Don't leave hiring to chance. Hire better and work better with Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Now Patrick Mahomes caps off an 8-play, 55-yard drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Chiefs take that 4th down stop, turn it into a touchdown, and they've got a 13-10 lead with 37 seconds left. Lions do have 1 timeout. They're going to try to get some points on the board before halftime, knowing that Kansas City will have the ball to start the second half. The Lions won the toss, put their offense out there, put together an outstanding drive. Got right down inside the 1, but ultimately had to settle for a field goal after a penalty. Butker with an end-over-end kick. This will be taken at the 6 to the 15, up to the 20, 25, across the 30. Craig Reynolds stumbles his way to about the 32. Cooper McDonald made the tackle. So now 33 seconds left with 1 timeout for Jarred Goff.
Well, That's Detroit thinks that's plenty of time. With the timeout, with the out of bounds, what you can use, you got a kicker with a big leg. So they'll definitely take their shots.
Jake Bates' career long is 58. He's done that twice, including once this year.
So that would mean they would need to get to their 40-yard line.
Goff will line up in the shotgun with Gibbs to his left. Two receivers left, single man to the right. Goff motioning with his left hand, play clock at 7. Here's the snap. Goff back against the 4-man rush. Looks, throws right, caught by Laporte out to the sideline, and he's run out of bounds. Up at the 37-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. Shamari Connor was in coverage. 28 seconds remain. Second down and 5.
28 seconds. They need about 23 yards to get to that mark.
With that timeout, the middle of the field is open.
Wide open, yep.
Goff in the shotgun again. Two receivers left. St. Brown behind Williams. Single man right. Goff leans over to his left, says something to Jahmyr Gibbs. Stands straight up and down, sends St. Brown in motion out wide to the left outside the numbers. Here's the snap. Goff back, looking left, throws left on the slant. Caught by St. Brown, but he's taken down at the 40-yard line, and the Lions have to spend that time out. So they went to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was contested very well by Noel Williams. St. Brown made the catch, but only a 3-yard gain. And Detroit has to burn the final timeout before a 3rd and 2.
Didn't like that call at all. Didn't like that call. Didn't like him going to that receiver in that situation. I know they're aware of the situation, not like I have to tell them to be aware of the situation, but a 3-yard gain and having to burn your last timeout, that doesn't make any sense.
Boy, now it certainly shrinks your options.
I mean, you can still go to the middle of the field, down the field, you'll get the first down, and you have time to kill it.
Lions out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage, but the officials are holding up the snap. Now they'll back away. 3rd down and 2. Teslaw goes in motion from left to right. Goff back in the shotgun, 2 receivers either side. Gives the running back to Goff's right side. Goff takes the snap, back to pass, looking left, steps up in the pocket, now looking right, throws to his right, and it's incomplete. Sailed it over the head of Jahmyr Gibbs at the 45-yard line. Nick Bolton was in coverage. 17 seconds remain, and the Lions have no choice. They'll have to punt.
Well, I mean, I wonder if Dan Campbell thought about it for a brief second.
That's true. I probably should never say about the Lions they have no choice.
The brief thought, but let me tell you, this worked out for Kansas City. Get the last score, stop Detroit, now get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Working out perfectly for the Chiefs.
Jack Fox, the all-pro punter from a year ago, will kick it away. Nico Remigio stands at his 11-yard line. Fox gets the snap. Under no pressure. Gets away a low wobbly kick. Remigio signals for a fair catch and collects it around the 12-yard line. 10 seconds remain here in the first half. It's a 49-yard punt. There was no return. They will mark it officially at the 10. And just as I say that, they move the ball to the 11. Don't miss all the NFL excitement on NBC next Sunday night when the Atlanta Falcons meet the San Francisco 49ers. Of course, you can also hear that game right here on many of these same stations on the Westwood One Sports app or online at Westwood One Sports.
The refs are just ruining your groove, aren't they?
You know, they should have some consideration.
They realize the professional that you are?
Yeah, clearly not. Kind of like you. Kansas City will go into victory formation. Mahomes will take a knee, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. Maybe not as high scoring as we thought it was going to be initially, Mike, but the Chiefs, 4th down stop, great drive, touchdown run by Mahomes. They're up 3 going in.
Both these offenses have the potential to put up a lot of points. I know it's not a lot of points yet, but we could definitely see a number of scores in the second half.
That's the end of the first half with the score. The Chiefs 13, the Lions 10. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from our studios with the halftime report. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
The NFL International Games head to Wembley. Let's go! So wake up and lock in, because on NFL Network, our stars come out in the morning. Stafford and the Rams offense is ready to put on a show.
Touchdown, LA!
But Trevor Lawrence and the Jags are looking to light up London.
Incredible!
It's Sunday morning football. Snooze off, game on. Rams, Jaguars. Sunday, October 19th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right? For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
From the Progressive Insurance Studios, welcome back to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Progressive offers auto, home, and commercial auto insurance, plus a variety of business insurance options. Visit Progressive.com today. Once again, here's your host, Scott Graham.
From our Westwood One studios, we are at halftime at Arrowhead. It's been an entertaining first half. Kansas City leading Detroit 13-10 at the break. Let's catch up on what happened earlier today in the National Football League. Probably the game of the day in the NFC. 2 4-1 teams facing off at Raymond James Stadium. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Each of these teams has taken an interesting route to get here. Tampa Bay today had more at home than San Francisco did. They put up 30 points. They didn't have to wait till the final moments to win a ball game. Baker Mayfield threw for a couple of scores. Rashad Wright ran for one. Sean Tucker ran for one. And Tampa Bay beat San Francisco 30-19. Bucs now 5-1 to begin the year. For the 49ers, Mac Jones got the start once again and threw for 347 yards. Did not throw a touchdown. Got picked off twice. Christian McCaffrey put up numbers. Big news here. Fred Warner left the game with an ankle injury and did not return. San Francisco now 4-2 on the season. Green Bay Packers had that great start to the year, and then the last couple of times out couldn't get a win. A loss and a tie, then a bye. But today, back at home against Cincinnati, they put it back in gear. Jordan Love throws for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs runs for two, and Green Bay beats Cincinnati 27-18 today. That improves the Packers to 3-1-1 on the year. How about Joe Flacco making his debut for Cincinnati? A lot more competitive than they've been of late. Flacco did throw for a couple of touchdowns, got his team close late, but Cincinnati falls to 2-4 on the year now. They've lost 4 in a row. Speaking of streaks, Seattle has one. Never would have guessed this a number of years ago for a team that was so dominant at home, but right now, they are the best road team in the NFL. Proving it again today for the 9th straight time, this time at Everbank Stadium against the Jags.
Horton wide to the right side, play fake. Darnold has time, gonna let it fly. JSN is out there, JSN has it, touchdown! Seahawks! A spike in the end zone and a 61-yard rocket to number 11.
That's Steve Rabel on Seahawks Broadcasting. Seattle wins this one 20-12 to improve to 4-2. Jacksonville falls to 4-2. Baltimore Ravens have not been competitive of late. They did not have Lamar Jackson again, and the defense played an awful lot better at home today against M&T Bank Stadium, or at M&T Bank Stadium against the LA Rams. Problem for Baltimore, it still wasn't good enough. Rams win it by a score of 17-3 today to improve to 4-2 on the year. Touchdown pass for Matthew Stafford, a touchdown run for Kyron Williams for the 4-2 Rams. Baltimore is now 1-5. Cooper Rush got benched in the fourth quarter of this game, and this is a Baltimore team that's going into their bye week, hoping to get Lamar Jackson back on the other side. They are 1-5. Only 4 teams in the history of the NFL have made the postseason after starting at 1-5. And for Carolina, playing at home against the Dallas Cowboys, how about a late drive? How about figuring out a way to get in the field goal range? How about trying to pull off a win at the final gun?
The venerable Jansen to snap. Martin puts it down. Fitzgerald swings the leg. The kick is good, and the Panthers win it. Ryan Fitzgerald, the game-winning field goal. Carolina 30, Dallas 27. Sweet Caroline indeed.
And Ace Schroff on the Carolina Panthers radio network. Rico Dowdle had another big day with 183 yards rushing against his old teammates and a touchdown catch. Carolina is now 500 in season for the first time since Week 10 of 2021. Dak Prescott threw 3 touchdown passes. George Pickens had a big day, but Dallas is 2-3-1. Our halftime score, Kansas City 13, Detroit 10. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
LinkedIn gets B2B marketing and knows that every win is derived from a well-orchestrated play. With LinkedIn ads, every ad gets served to the MVPs you need. LinkedIn has grown to a network of over 1 billion professionals that you can reach based on job title, industry, and more. Start converting your B2B audience into high-quality leads today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/campaign. That's linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply. Only on LinkedIn ads.
Chumba Casino brings non-stop fun straight to your screen. Anytime, anywhere. Explore hundreds of games like slots, blackjack, and instant scratch-style cards. Sign up to unlock your free welcome bonus and daily login bonuses. And enjoy your chance at exciting prizes without spending a thing. Just click, play, and enjoy the ride. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Agent Nate Long is there. Contact Nate for a quote today.
With Eckrich, the official smoked sausage and deli meat of the college football playoff, it's super easy to score big flavor, even when you have no time between the laundry, your laundry list of responsibilities, and kickoff. You're still ready to go with perfectly seasoned smoked sausage you heat up and eat up. Whether it's Grandpa's famous chili dogs or your famous almost forgot the potluck deli sliders, Eckrich makes every game day taste and feel like a win. For extra delicious game days, just add Eckrich.
Back at the Sunday Night Football halftime show, Kansas City a 3-point lead at the break. Earlier today, well, the party just keeps rolling in Indianapolis. Today for the Colts with the Arizona Cardinals in town, Jonathan Taylor continued to do what Jonathan Taylor does.
Jones, quick pitch to the left side to Jonathan Taylor. Comes up, he's in! Touchdown! Touchdown! I-N-D-Y for Jonathan Taylor. And the Colts indeed retake the lead 30-27, 4:32 remaining in the fourth quarter.
That was the game winner, is called by Matt Taylor, the fan, and 97.1 Hank FM in Indianapolis. Taylor 123 yards. Daniel Jones accounts for 3 touchdowns. Indy wins 31-27. They're 5-1 for the first time since 2009. Arizona falls to 2-4. You've been paying attention to Drake May. He did it again today. 261 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. As New England won down on the Bayou over New Orleans 25-19. They're now 4-2, and only one of their next 8 opponents is a team with a winning record. Keep an eye out. New Orleans falls to 1-5. Pittsburgh home against Cleveland is generally money in the bank. 21 straight times in the regular season. The Steelers have won, and Aaron Rodgers did it for them today.
Rodgers gets a snap, play action pass, rolling to his right, looking downfield, looking, throws back across his body, and caught in the end zone. What a grab by Connor Hayward. Magnificent throw by Rodgers, and Hayward with his first touchdown of the season.
Rob King, 102.5 WDVE and the Steelers Audio Network. Pittsburgh wins it 23-9. They're now 4-1. Cleveland falls to 1-5. Over in England today, Denver beat the New York Jets 13-11. I'm going to spare you a lot of the details, but the Jets finished the game with -10 net passing yards. Yep, Denver's 4-2. New York is 0-6. Chargers ended up getting a Cameron Dicker field goal with 5 seconds left down in South Florida. They beat Miami today by a final of 29-27. Chargers go to 4-2. Miami in trouble at 1-5. And Vegas went home and got a victory today. Geno Smith threw a touchdown. Ashton Jeanty had a touchdown run. Las Vegas beat Tennessee by a final of 20-10 to improve to 2-4 on the year. Cam Ward turned it over 3 times today. Tennessee is 1-5. Our halftime score at Arrowhead right now. Kansas City 13, Detroit 10. When we return, Ryan Radke and Mike Golick have the second half kickoff. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Expertly finished with fresh lime and hand-cut cilantro and crafted just for you. Nobody does carne asada like Chipotle. Nobody. Our most talked about steak is only here for a limited time, so order now in the app for pickup or delivery. Chipotle, for real.
Member Week is back at Lowe's with big savings for pros. Now through October 15th, My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get up to 40% off hundreds of items like paint, tools, building materials, and more. Plus, get free standard shipping. Shop these exclusive member-only savings before they're gone. Not a rewards member? Join for free today. Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick back in Kansas City. Halftime. Chiefs on top of the Lions by a score of 13-10. Let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Indeed. Ready to find the right candidates for your job posting? Indeed Jobs helps connect you with talent that actually matches what you're looking for. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Well, the Lions outgained the Chiefs 185-160 in the first half. Jarred Goff, 9 of 12, 93 yards and a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes was 10 of 14 for 132 yards and a TD. Mahomes also had a touchdown run, 4 carries for 15 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs led the way on the ground for Detroit. He had 13 carries for 59 yards. Jamison Williams, the leading receiver for the Lions, 3 catches, 44 yards and a touchdown. Juju Smith had 2 catches for 47 yards in the first half. Xavier Worthy had a touchdown catch. So the Chiefs with a 3-point lead as we go to the second half, Mike. Kansas City getting the 4th down stop, turned it into a touchdown before the break. They will get the ball here to start the second half, and they're starting to pick on a very specific area of the Lions defense.
Yeah, they really are. We talked about how thin the secondary was for Detroit, but you got to play next man up. But Rock Yassin is kind of really getting picked on, or certainly was by the end of the half. KC's got that offense moving, but I think it really kind of started that Detroit first drive, that long first drive. They got all the way down to the goal line, and a couple scenarios happen. All of a sudden, they're kicking a field goal instead of scoring a touchdown.
Time now for the start of the second half. It's sponsored by Gray Media. Real people, real problems, real solutions. Investigate TV Plus is back with all new stories that impact you. Watch now or check local listings at investigatetv.com and their free streaming apps. Yeah, if you weren't with us, the Lions had an opening drive, took over 9 minutes off the clock. They had the ball inside the 1-yard line. And on 4th down, David Montgomery threw a touchdown pass to Jarred Goff. And after a long consultation, the officials decided that Goff had actually been in illegal motion, did not get set before the snap, took the touchdown away, and the Lions ultimately had to settle for a field goal. Jake Bates will kick it off. And we're underway in the third quarter. This is Remigio up to the 15 to the 20. Runs right out to the 25. Gets knocked backwards inside the 20 and then is driven down by the Lions. Remigio ran into the back of his own man around the 25, stumbled backwards. And the Lions were able to make the tackle, and the Chiefs will start at their own 19, 1st down and 10.
And people would ask, well, can't they do anything different on the Detroit defense? With so many new players in there, Kelvin Shepard, the new D coordinator, can only do so much. I mean, the players have to play. The players have to execute no matter who's in there.
Kirby Joseph is out there to start the second half, left for a chunk of that second quarter with a knee injury. Mahomes back in the shotgun. Brings a receiver in motion from the right, takes the snap, quick throw left side, caught by Brashard Smith, running outside the numbers across the 25, and he's going to be close to a 1st down and may have it. He needed to get to the 29. They're going to mark him just short. Alex Anzalone with the tackle. And Travis Kelce, who was out there blocking, comes up limping to the Chiefs bench. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
We'll have to definitely keep an eye on that, but not shocking. Kansas City comes out passing. They're passing the second most in the league, over 67% of the time. Only the Bengals are passing more.
Yeah, the Bengals have been doing it, trailing in all those fourth quarters.
With a couple different quarterbacks.
2nd down and 1. Mahomes gets the snap. He hands it off to Pacheco. Starts right, cuts it back, finds a lane across the 35. And he spins his way out to the 37-yard line. Joseph with a tackle in the secondary, but only after a run of 9 by Isaiah Pacheco and a first down for the Chiefs.
Still something that the Chiefs need to get going. They only had 38 yards rushing in the first half. No running back has rushed for over 50 yards in the game. Again, Patrick Mahomes has been the leading rusher. That's really the one area of this offense that's been lacking.
Chiefs out of the huddle, first down and 10 from their own 37. Slot right, single man left. Mahomes in the shotgun, Kareem Hunt to his right. Noah Gray starts in motion to the right, now back to the left. Here's the snap. Mahomes back, throws left. Gray wide open across the 45 along the sideline of the 50. And he's down to the Lions' 45-yard line. Joseph there again on the tackle along with Anzalone, but only after a catch and run of 18 yards.
Just playing some zone. Patrick got time. He's just finding the open man in the open hole. Just pitch and catch right now. No real pressure on him. That was a quick pass. There wasn't going to be pressure. Again, Aiden Hutchinson has been lining up a decent time over the backup tackle that's in for Josh Simmons, Jalen Moore. And Jalen Moore has been doing a pretty good job.
Chiefs first and 10 from the Lions 44. Mahomes back on a play fake, rolling to his right, being chased. Now a little pitch ahead to Pacheco, and it's off his hands, incomplete. Mahomes kind of a shot put to Isaiah Pacheco there, and he was unable to hang on. That'll bring up second down and 10. Tyler Lacey was chasing Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes took that all the way to the end like he was going to run as well, and then said, you know what, might as well give it to one of the athletes, and unfortunately, the athlete dropped it.
Yeah, kind of a knuckleball to Pacheco. And he's not the first catcher that hasn't been able to handle the knuckle.
No.
Second down 10 from the 44. Ball is on the near side, left hash. Two receivers left and right. Mahomes in the shotgun with Pacheco to his left. Smith-Schuster sprints in motion to the right. Here's the snap. Mahomes back with time, looking, pump fake, steps up, throws down the middle, and it's caught by Kelce. Throw was low and behind him, but Kelce reaching down across his body, makes the catch at the 31. It's a gain of 13, another first down for the Chiefs.
Kelce dropped one in the first half. That was behind it. Made sure he hung on to that one as Kansas City goes up tempo.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flags are down. Mahomes moving to his left, looking down the field, still looking. Now runs to his right, has a lane to the 25, dives down to the 20-yard line. That's going to be a first down pending the flag.
It's offsides. It's going to be offsides on Detroit. This is going to stand.
An 11-yard pickup for Mahomes.
Offside. Defense, number 98. That penalty's declined. The result of the play. First down.
It's DJ Reader.
Jalen Moore found himself almost to the sideline with Patrick Mahomes and ended up just kind of doing like a screen block to free him up.
Now Mahomes adding to that rushing total with 11 more. First and 10 for the Chiefs at the Lions' 20-yard line. Ball on the near side left hash. Slot right, single man left. Mahomes in the gun with backs on either side. He's got Hunt to his left, Smith to his right. Mahomes gets the snap, back to pass, fakes a toss, now throws a screen left to Hunt, along the numbers of the 15, spins out of an ankle tackle, inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be first and goal. 11 more on the toss to Kareem Hunt. Well, they faked the pitch to Smith and came back to Hunt on the left. And now the Chiefs already with a 3-point lead, first and goal inside the 10-yard line.
Good block downfield by Creed Humphrey. And then, quite honestly, Kirby Joseph just whiffed on the first tackle attempt.
Two receivers stack right, single man left. Mahomes in the shotgun with Hunt to his left. Here's the snap, little toss to Hollywood Brown, sweeping around the left, cuts it up across the 5, and Brown is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. It'll go as a 9-yard touchdown pass. Mahomes the flip to Hollywood Brown, who did the rest. And the Kansas City lead is now 9. 19-10 Chiefs, 11-18 to go in the third quarter.
Well, at the beginning of the game, I talked about the amount of weapons Detroit had on offense to keep the KC defense on their heels. Kansas City is showing, hey, we have just as many weapons. We're spreading the ball out and keeping that Detroit defense on its heels.
So Harrison Butker is on for the PAT. Chiefs looking for their largest lead of the night. Here's the snap, the spot, the kick from Butker is on the way, and it is good. 11 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. Chiefs on top of the Lions, 20-10. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Mr. Monopoly here. Monopoly is back at McDonald's. Register in the McDonald's app so you're ready to... Get your bag! To ways to peel for a chance to
get your bag.
Physical peels with select items and digital peels with others to
get your bag.
Play Monopoly at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No purchase necessary. See rules at playatmcd.com for full details and amoe.playatmcd.com to play without purchase. Ends November 23rd, but bonus play ends November 2nd. Monopoly is a registered trademark of Hasbro. Copyright McDonald's.
Hey, Doc. Nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next-day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/small business to sign up for free.
This is a real good story about Drew, a real United Airlines customer.
After almost 4 years of treatments, I was finally cancer-free. My mom's like, where do you want to go to celebrate? I'm like, let's go somewhere tropical. And then pilot hopped on the intercom and started talking about me, and I was like, what is going on here?
My wife beat cancer too, and I wanted to celebrate his special moment.
That's Bill, a real United pilot.
We brought him drinks and donuts. We all signed a card.
I was smiling ear to ear. Best flight ever for sure.
That's how good leads the way.
Get 5 quarts of Valvoline full synthetic motor oil, a Wix filter, and a $15 gift card after rebate at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Kansas City. Draw up a winning play with Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger will help your business cross the goal line. Call Grainger.com or just stop by. Now the Chiefs, with an 8-play, 81-yard drive, have taken a 20-10 lead. And Mike, they made that look easy.
Well, they sure did, and they did what every team loves to do. Score on your last drive. Obviously, they did a kneel down, but score on your last real drive of the half, get the ball back and go down and score in your first drive, the third quarter.
Sailors and Reynolds back deep to return. Harrison Butker to kick it away from our right to our left on the approach. End over end kick. This one will be taken and bobbled a little bit by Reynolds. Able to secure it across the 20. Cuts left to the 25-yard line. And an ankle tackle will bring him down to the 27. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Sunday Night Football. .11 to go third quarter. Chiefs 20, Lions 10. First and 10, Detroit at its own 26. Jarred Goff under center. Jahmyr Gibbs the single back behind him. Gibbs 13 carries, 59 yards in that first half. Receivers left and right, tight ends on either end of the line. Goff takes the snap. He'll hand it off. This is Gibbs outside the right hash. Breaks a tackle, surges over the 30 out to the 31-yard line. 5 more for Jahmyr Gibbs. Drew Tranquil with the tackle. And that'll bring up second down and 5.
Understand what the Kansas City defense is doing. Detroit comes in leading the league at just under 35 points a game. They have 10 points.
Amon-Ra St. Brown will split out wide to the left. Jamison Williams wide right. St. Brown has changed his cleats, by the way. He was at pink cleats in the first half. Here's the snap. Goff will hand it off. Gibbs right side, lowers his shoulder and is out to about the 32, maybe the 33. Chanel with the tackle. Gain of about 1.5 yards on the play, and now third down coming up for Detroit. I knew you were very concerned about Amon-Ra's cleats, so I wanted to make sure I got that in there for you.
I was. I thought they were really cool looking cleats.
You wore pink cleats when you played, right?
I absolutely don't remember. No, I did not.
Let me help you. You didn't.
I didn't.
Third down. Call it 3rd and 3. Goff in the shotgun, trips left, single man right. Lions need the 36 for a first down. Goff waiting, gets the snap. Back to pass. He looks, fires over the middle. That's caught. That's St. Brown, and that's a first down. Out to the 37. He needed 3, and he picked up 4. Goff with another fastball, and this time St. Brown brings it in front of Trent McDuffie to move the sticks.
That had to be thrown perfectly because Trent McDuffie had really good coverage, but Goff, very, very accurate.
Now the Lions going to go up tempo. They've got an uncovered receiver, Jamison Williams to the left. They throw it out to him, makes the catch. He's to the 45, cuts back into the 50, weaves back outside, and he's out of bounds at the Chiefs' 47. Connor and McDuffie force him out. No one got out there to guard him. He was waving his arms, and Goff immediately got it into the hands of Jameson Williams for 15.
That's just smart on one side and undisciplined on the other side, right? I mean, you have to know the personnel out there, have the personnel in and covered.
From the Chiefs' 48-yard line now, 1st down and 10. Clock moving, 9:03 to go third quarter. Kansas City 20, Detroit 10. Chiefs trying to get to 3-3. Lions looking for a 5th straight win. Goff will line up under center. Single receiver split wide left, gives the running back. He'll get the handoff from Goff, running out to the right side hash. Gets grabbed around the waist, but is able to fall forward to the 46-yard line. Jalen Watson was there. Leo Chanel was there. Gain of 2. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 8. St. Brown, who was briefly on the sideline, back into the ball game for the Lions.
Notice like Leo Chanel from Wisconsin, and for Detroit, Jack Campbell from Iowa. Wisconsin and Iowa players are tackling machines.
The Big Ten guys, man.
Jeez.
They're everywhere. Goff started under center, now will drop back into the gun. Lions split 3 receivers left. Laporte, the tight end, on the right end of the line. Gibbs in the backfield to Goff's left side. Here's the shotgun snap. Goff back, swings it out left side, caught by Gibbs, running out to the sideline, and shoved out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Drew Tranquil that time, the Notre Dame product, gets in there and shoves Jahmyr Gibbs backwards. They'll mark him at the 49. It'll be a loss of 3.
Boy, what a great job using his hands, fighting through the block, keeping outside leverage. He did everything perfect on that play. He was being blocked by another Notre Damer, Brock Wright. Notre Dame on Notre Dame.
From the Kansas City 49 now, it's 3rd down and 11. Trips right, Goff in the shotgun. Gibbs off to his left. Goff changing something at the line of scrimmage. Play clock shows 5. Goff back, asking for the snap. Play clock at 2, now at 1. Goff clapping his hands, gets the snap. Quick throw, right side, caught by Williams. Nowhere to go. Upended by Brian Cook after a gain of just 1. Down to the 48, and the Lions will punt.
The side-to-side pursuit by Kansas City has been fantastic on those short passes. I think Detroit and Goff are better off with the downfield in throws and sideline throws than those quick passes. Kansas City is just pursuing incredibly well.
So Jack Fox will punt for the 2nd time tonight. Nico Remigio waiting inside the 10. Fox gets the snap, drops the nose of the ball, hits an end-over-end punt. Remigio signals for a fair catch, staggers, and makes the catch going down to the ground at around the 7-yard line. Boy, he did not look comfortable fielding that punt. They will mark it right at the 7. It's a punt of 41, no return. We'll step aside, 6:42 to go third quarter. Chiefs on top of the Lions, 20-10. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Your business has goals, and you need the right team to help get you there. Don't cross your fingers and just hope quality candidates see your job posting. With Indeed-sponsored jobs, you can skip the waiting game and match with the talent that actually matters for your business. Plus, with Indeed-sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Don't leave hiring to chance. Hire better and work better with Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I put on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Back in Kansas City, where it's time for our Fact of the Game, sponsored by Liberty Mutual.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Liberty Mutual customizes your auto and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Well, the Kansas City Chiefs came into this year having won an NFL record 17 straight one-score games. The Chiefs this year, 0-3 in one-score games. All 3 of their losses have come in tight games. Right now, 10-point lead, 20-10, 6:42 to go in the third.
2 things you can't live off of from season to season. One-score wins and turnovers. If you have a massive amount of takeaways one year, it's usually not going to happen the next year. And as Kansas City has found out, the one-score wins are not going to last forever.
Well, Mike, everybody hates the L word, luck.
Yeah.
Look, any team that wins has a little bit of luck. That's just the way it goes. And when you win 17 one-score games in a row, there's a little bit of luck involved.
I thought the L word was love.
1st and 10 from the 7. Not in this case, Michael.
All right.
Mahomes under center will hand it off. This is Kareem Hunt outside the left hash out to the 10-yard line. Gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. I mean, just for example, last year when the Chiefs clinched the division, they clinched it here with a win over the Chargers with a backup kicker who doinked in a field goal. I mean, and look, that's not taking anything away. You're not saying you're not a good team, but there are things that have to go your way.
That's exactly right. And some things have to go your way.
2nd down and 7 from the 10. Chiefs substituted, so the officials are going to hold the snap while Detroit gets matched up. Mahomes in the gun with Pacheco to his left. 2 receivers stacked left, single man to the right. Worthy goes in motion from left to right. Mahomes gets the snap, back to pass, looks right, looks left, now rolling to his left, being chased, and he throws, and it's incomplete. Threw that one behind Pacheco. Jack Campbell was in coverage. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 7, and Detroit desperately needs to get off the field.
Yeah, at the time Derek Barnes did not let Mahomes outflank him on the outside and made Mahomes kind of throw that away, kind of throw it to a receiver.
So they need the 17 for a 1st down.
Detroit's in desperate need of a stop.
Yeah, they have been on the field a lot. Trips to the right, single man left. Mahomes back in the shotgun. He's got Pacheco to his left side. Mahomes motions to his right, brings Kelce in short motion, takes a knee-high snap, back to pass, looking, throws right. Kelce's there, juggles it, makes the catch, out of bounds, up across the 25 with a Kansas City 1st down. Arthur Millette was in coverage. Kelce picks up 17, and Kansas City does not let Detroit off the field.
Arthur Millette just signed earlier this week. That's how beat up again this secondary is. Signed earlier this week, and Travis was the outside receiver, just a short motion in, then back on an out route. Easy, and he kind of bobbled it a little bit, but hung on.
1st and 10 Chiefs at their own 27. Mahomes back in the shotgun, 2 receivers stacked left, single man right. Mahomes gets the snap, he's back to pass, looks right, pumps, steps up in the pocket, pumps again, and then goes down at about the 29-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2. DJ Reader will get credit for the stop. Alex Anzalone was there as well. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Just because people hit Patrick Mahomes, the crowd wanted a penalty because Pat slid feet first. Doesn't work that way, gang.
No. And by the way, he barely got touched.
Yeah. Well, we have seen flags for,
That is true. That is true. 2nd down 8 from the 29. Ball on the far side right hash, trips left, single man right. Rashard Smith in motion to the right, now back out to the left. Mahomes gets the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass. Rush coming, throws incomplete, down at the feet of Smith. Anzalone was in coverage, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Well, Thursday Night Football on Prime Video features an old-school rivalry as the Pittsburgh Steelers collide with the Cincinnati Bengals in an AFC North matchup. It's the Steelers and the Bengals Thursday at 8:15 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime Video, sponsored by the NFL. You can also hear that game, of course, right here on Westwood One.
A couple of 40-somethings at quarterback for that game, huh?
That's right. Joe Flacco making his debut for Cincinnati today, and Aaron Rodgers looking good for the Steelers. 3rd down 8. Trips left, single man right. Another chance for this Detroit D to get off the field. Hollywood Brown in short motion from the left. Mahomes gets the snap. Back to pass, looking to his left, steps up in the pocket, moving left, weaving back to his right. Mahomes is hit, stays on his feet, and is finally brought down to the 35. They had him around the ankle. Mahomes was trying to spin out of there, but finally got hit. And 2 yards shy of the 1st down. The punt team will come out. Matt Ariza will punt for the first time tonight.
So on that drive, you saw when Patrick Mahomes tried to roll left, Derek Barnes kept him in check. When he tried to roll right 2 plays ago, Aiden Hutchinson kept him in check. And when he tried to run there, Alex Anzalone was in a spy technique on him and kept him in check.
Khalif Raymond is back deep to return the Ariza punt. Raymond with 3 career punt return touchdowns. Ariza, the left footer, takes a low snap, Gets it away. It's a high twisting kick. Fair catch signaled for by Raymond, and he's got it around the 19-yard line. And that's where the Lions will have it 1st and 10 when we return after a 47-yard punt. 3:34 to go third quarter. Chiefs 20, Lions 10. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Doug. Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Makita knows that pros never settle. And neither do we. With Makita, you get tools that perform at the highest level on every job without compromise. Makita is for the most detailed pros, expertly engineered to deliver precision, job after job. When your work calls for the best, call on Makita. Makita, built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol, America's #1 brand of shaving cream. Barbasol's instant thick lather gives you a close, comfortable shave at a trusted value.
Barbasol.
Get 5 quarts of Valvoline full synthetic motor oil, a Wix filter, and a $15 gift card after rebate at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
All season long, you can stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by LinkedIn Ads. With LinkedIn Ads, every ad gets served to the MVPs you need. Get a $250 credit when you spend $250 on your first campaign. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply. And fans, a reminder, you can listen on WestwoodOneSports.com or by downloading the Westwood One Sports app today. 3:34 to go third quarter. Chiefs 20, Lions 10. Detroit will start this drive at their own 19, 1st down and 10. 2 receivers stacked left, 2 tight ends right. Goff in the shotgun with Montgomery to his right side. Play clock is at 13. Goff hands in front of his chest, gets the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass. Rush coming, floats it out left side. Montgomery makes the catch. Room to run along the numbers 30, 35, out to the sideline 40. And an ankle tackle from Brian Cook. Trips up Montgomery all the way out at the 42-yard line. A catch and run of 23 for David Montgomery.
Boy, that was a well-executed play right at the last minute, just dumps it off. And again, these other receivers, Amon-Ra St. Brown blocking downfield. I mean, the receivers know with the 2 good backs that they have, either running or catching swing passes, that they need to block downfield, and they're very happy to do it.
1st down and 10. Lions will go with 2 receivers right, 2 tight ends left. Laporta goes in motion from left to right. Shotgun snap. Goff fakes the handoff again. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Goff throws right side. St. Brown's got it on the numbers across the 50. And he dives down to the Chiefs' 46. That'll be a gain of 12. Nick Bolton with the tackle. And another 1st down. Amon-Ra St. Brown all by his lonesome. And Jarred Goff put it right on his numbers.
And now he's all by his lonesome with his 5th catch. He just passed Johnny Morton for 3rd place in franchise history. He has 470 receptions. He only has to catch Calvin Johnson with 731 and Herman Moore with 670.
But keep in mind, Amon-Ra St. Brown's in his 5th year and already has
That's
all those
amazing.
catches.
Congrats to him.
2 receivers left, 2 tight ends right, shotgun snap. Goff back to pass on 1st and 10. With time, throws left, caught by St. Brown on the numbers. Turns back inside, and he's down to the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 11 for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Leo Chanel with the tackle. Another 1st down for the Lions, and this is looking like the Detroit offense we saw early in the game.
Receivers, again, down the field. Instead of those swing power, or those little hitch passes to the receiver, down the field. Kansas City plays zone like 66% of the time, and these receivers do a good job finding the holes.
From the Chiefs 35, 1st down and 10. Goff in the shotgun with Montgomery to his left. Two receivers right, single man left. Goff gets the shotgun snap, back to pass, looking with time, throws right side. That's caught. St. Brown again across the 30, down to the 29. Shamari Connor with the tackle, gain of 6. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4, and Jarred Goff starting to feed Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Sure is. Just taking exactly what the defense is giving him, moving it down the field. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. This game is flying.
7 catches for Amon-Ra St. Brown, but only 37 yards. 2nd down 4 from the Chiefs' 29. 2 receivers left. St. Brown is out of the game for the time being. Single man right, that's Tesla. Here's the snap, little toss. Jamison Williams running right outside the numbers, gets a block, turns the corner, and steps out of bounds with a 1st down at the 24. So that'll go as a pass play to Jamison Williams. They'll give him 6 down to the 23. And the Lions have a 1st down and 10 with inside a minute to go in the third quarter, trailing by 10.
Key block there was Tesla. He had a down block on Drew Tranquil. Tranquil was actually looking for the rest for a penalty, but that was a nice block by Tesla.
Ball at the 23-yard line of the Chiefs. 1st down and 10. Goff will line up under center. St. Brown is back in the game. He's one of 3 receivers tight to the line on the left. Williams single man to the right. Goff brings a receiver in motion from the left, takes the snap, back on a play fake, sets his feet, screen, right side Montgomery, inside the numbers, down to the 15, inside the 10, and David Montgomery is down to the 9-yard line. Trent McDuffie, the tackle, gain of 14. That'll set the Lions up with a 1st and goal on the final play of the third quarter.
Christian Mahogany, the left guard, and Graham Glasgow, the center, did a great job blocking downfield, opening that up.
That's the end of the third quarter in Kansas City. With the score, the Chiefs 20, the Lions 10. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Makita knows that pros never settle, and neither do we. With Makita, you get tools that perform at the highest level on every job without compromise. Makita is for the most detailed pros, expertly engineered to deliver precision, job after job. When your work calls for the best, call on Makita. Makita, built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first.
Hold it.
Like you know to check the assembly instructions first.
Hold it.
Before building the bookcase.
And done. Whew. You can let go.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Potential savings vary. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle. It's our most tender steak, expertly grilled throughout the day, expertly seasoned with garlic, cumin, and coriander, expertly finished with fresh lime and hand-cut cilantro and crafted just for you. Nobody does carne asada like Chipotle. Nobody. Our most talked about steak is only here for a limited time, so order now in the app for pickup or delivery. Chipotle, for real.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick back in Kansas City. 15 minutes remain. Chiefs on top of the Lions by a score of 20-10. Let's check the attendance and find out how many people are in the house. Sponsored by Realtors. Buying a home can be a lot, but with the ethical expertise of a Realtor, you don't have to do it alone. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. 73,543 here at Arrowhead tonight. Plenty of that Honolulu Blues supporting the Detroit Lions, hoping to see their team come back here and extend their winning streak to 5. They're down by 10, but they have it. 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line, Mike. Their offense finding some rhythm again after sputtering a little bit towards the end of that first half.
And Detroit's 3rd in the league in red zone touchdowns, scoring touchdowns 76% of the time.
They had a touchdown earlier in the red zone that was wiped out by a late penalty. If you're just joining us, David Montgomery threw a touchdown pass to Jarred Goff. But after the special teams were already on the field, the officials threw a flag and said that Goff was in illegal motion. Ultimately had to settle for a field goal. Goff will line up in the shotgun here. 3 receivers left, single man right. Gives the running back, motions out to the left. Goff back to pass, throws left side. That's caught by St. Brown at the 5, and he's spun out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. So Amon-Ra St. Brown with another catch Hasn't been able to do a whole lot after the catch, but hauls it in. Noel Williams, Trent McDuffie together on the stop. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and goal.
But here they are again, like you just talked about in their first drive, right here, knocking on the goal line. Can they pay it off, or can this Kansas City defense stiffen up and hold them to a field goal?
St. Brown will go out wide to the right along with Laporta. Williams single man left. Goff in the shotgun. David Montgomery, the running back, is to his left. Here comes Laporta in motion from the right. Goff gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Looking right. Looking middle. Throws middle to the end zone. It is caught. Sam Laporta with a touchdown. A pass to the back of the end zone, and Laporta, with an defender all over him, somehow made the catch and got both feet down in bounds. It's a 4-yard touchdown, and the Lions are within 4 with the extra point coming up.
That was unbelievable. I mean, just amazing. Kamari Connor, he was the one in coverage there, and it looked like Goff knew the defender wasn't looking back at him and just threw it up high and let him go get it.
Boy, it's Sam Laporta at 6'3", went right up over the top and hauled it in.
Kamari Connor had to just be like, what's going on?
Bates for a very important PAT, and he drives it through to make it a 20-17 Kansas City lead with 14:14 to go. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Mr. Monopoly here. Monopoly is back at McDonald's. Register in the McDonald's app so you're ready to
Get your bag!
2 ways to peel for a chance to
Get your bag!
Physical peels with select items and digital peels with others to
Get your bag!
Play Monopoly at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No purchase necessary. See rules at playatmcd.com for full details and AMOE.playatmcd.com to play without purchase. Ends November 23rd, but bonus play ends November 2nd. Monopoly is a registered trademark of Hasbro. Copyright McDonald's.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next-day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/small business to sign up for free.
LinkedIn gets B2B marketing and knows that every win is derived from a well-orchestrated play. With LinkedIn ads, every ad gets served to the MVPs you need. LinkedIn has grown to a network of over 1 billion professionals that you can reach based on job title, industry, and more. Start converting your B2B audience into high-quality leads today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/campaign. That's linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply. Only on LinkedIn ads.
Chumba Casino brings non-stop fun straight to your screen. Anytime, anywhere. Explore hundreds of games like slots, blackjack, and instant scratch-style cards. Sign up to unlock your free welcome bonus and daily login bonuses. And enjoy your chance at exciting prizes without spending a thing. Just click, play, and enjoy the ride. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Kansas City. Game changers count on Grainger for professional-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by to get what you need. 14:14 to go. Chiefs 20, Lions 17. Jake Bates ready to kick it away. Nico Remigio and Brashard Smith back deep to return. Interesting that early in the game, the Lions were really pounding Kansas City with the run. That drive, 8 plays, 81 yards, all passes. 16 of the last 19 plays run by the Lions have been passes.
That surprises me. They were running the ball pretty well. They just went in with that mindset the last couple of drives to pass the ball. And again, a decent amount of them were short passes, a couple of screens and short middle routes.
Bates on the approach. High end over end kick. It'll be taken by Remigio at the 1. Across the 10, far side numbers up to the 20, little lane to the 15, cuts outside to the 30. And he's out to the 31-yard line. Pat O'Connor makes the special teams tackle. And here comes Patrick Mahomes again. Well, join us tomorrow for a special line of NFL action, a Monday Night Football doubleheader. Bills at the Falcons, 7:15 Eastern for the kick. Also, Bears Commanders kicking off at 8:15. Check local listings for the game in your area or listen to the live stream of either at westwood1sports.com or in the Westwood One Sports app. 1st and 10, Chiefs at their own 31. Mahomes under center. Handoff Kareem Hunt. Runs left out toward the numbers. And Hunt able to pick up about 3 out to the 34-yard line. A host of white jerseys led by Derek Barnes. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
That Chicago-Washington matchup, 1 and 2 picks against one another.
That is true. Evoking memories of the Hail Mary last year.
Oh, was that a memory Chicago would like to forget, huh?
No doubt about it. Commanders will never forget it. The Bears may not either. They'd like to, though. Receivers left and right on 2nd down and 7. Mahomes takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws, and it's incomplete. Mahomes took a shot. Flags are down. Boy, and they had him, and he threw that ball down at the feet of Travis Kelce. But 2 flags thrown.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 97. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Well, Mike, and you wonder maybe a little frustration for Aiden Hutchinson, who has not been real involved tonight.
Yeah, he's got 1 sack. He's been playing on both sides. That's just a bad mistake. You had Patrick Mahomes throwing that ball in the way, and you just gifted him 15 yards. That's a bad mistake by a great player.
Yeah, would have had the Chiefs in a 3rd down and 7. Instead, they have a 1st and 10 with the ball all the way up to their own 49-yard line. 13:31 remaining in the game. Chiefs 20, Lions 17. Mahomes under center. Brashard Smith, the running back. 3 receivers left, single man to the right. Mahomes takes the snap. Mahomes is going to toss it to Worthy and end around to the right. Worthy looking for a block, and he dives down to the Lions 45. That'll go as a gain of 6. Derek Barnes with the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
Again, trying the little trickeration outside plays. You hope those gain a little bit more, and especially when you have a speedy guy like Worthy carrying the ball.
Now, both these teams, as you would expect, have gone deep into the playbook tonight. Remember, we saw Kansas City earlier go with a reverse flea flicker. Mahomes will line up in the shotgun, takes a low snap, back to pass, looking, throws left side, that's caught. Worthy cuts inside, breaks a tackle, now runs back outside the 4 numbers, 35-yard line, and dragged down from behind by Campbell, only after a 1st down all the way to the 31. 14-yard pickup, Brian Branch had him, unable to hang on, and it turns into a 1st down for Xavier Worthy.
Tell you what, Detroit came into this game 2nd in the league defensively on giving up the 2nd least amount of yards after the catch. Certainly not tonight.
Yeah, Lions also among the league leaders in fewest missed tackles, but a big one there. 1st down and 10 from the Detroit 31. Shotgun snap. Mahomes quick throw right side. Caught by Smith-Schuster along the numbers. Down to the 20 and a 1st down. Boy, Juju Smith-Schuster just had a massive cushion. Mahomes flipped it out there to him. And Smith-Schuster did the rest. Gains 10 before Branch and Barnes can make the stop.
Not only does Mahomes recognize that quickly, but he gets it out there quickly so the pursuit can't get there as fast. It's really impressive.
1st down and 10. Chiefs just outside the red zone. They've got a 3-point lead, looking to add on. 2 receivers right, including Smith, who goes in motion to the left. Kelce is flexed off the left end of the line. Quick throw, left side, caught by Smith. Smith looking for a block, gets one, and stays on his feet before he's finally ridden out of bounds, all the way down at about the 12-yard line. Branch made the tackle, but Brashard Smith, they're going to mark him out just across the 13. It'll go as a gain of 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
So how those plays haven't been working for Detroit on offense because of the pursuit of Kansas City's defense, they've been working for Kansas City's offense. They've been getting plenty of yards after the catch.
And that was Travis Kelce with a block on the outside on Amik Robertson that freed up Brashard Smith. Now 2nd down and 2, shotgun snap, handoff Pacheco, straight ahead left hash, and he's got the 1st down. Inside the 10, down around the 9-yard line. Roy Lopez with the stop along with Jack Campbell. Gain of 4, it'll be 1st and goal for the Chiefs.
Again, their offense has been coming along the last couple of weeks, still really without the running game, but hey, when you have Mahomes passing the ball, guess you don't need the run as much.
I was going to say, Andy Reid saying, who cares if we run the ball?
Yep.
1st and goal from the 8. Mahomes under center. Pacheco is the single back. Receivers left and right. It's Worthy wide left. It's Brown wide right. Gray on the right end of the line. Kelce on the left. Here's the snap. Mahomes will hand it off. Pacheco running right, finds a lane inside the 5, down to about the 3, stacked up there and shoved backwards. 5-yard run for Pacheco. Anzalone and Branch together on the stop. It'll be second down and goal.
I hope he's like, you talk about football players flipping the switch when they get on the field and then off the field they flip the switch. I hope Pacheco does that because he runs so angry. I hope he's not angry all the time.
He does run angry.
He really, really does.
He's like that pitcher that all you see is elbows and knees coming at you. Second down and goal from the 3. Receivers left and right. Mahomes under center will send Worthy in motion from right to left. Pacheco is the running back. Here's the snap. Mahomes back, rolling to his left. Pump fake, throws back in the end zone, incomplete. Good coverage down the field that time. Alex Anzalone was applying the heat on Mahomes, who got rid of it. And now a third down and goal with 9:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Chiefs leading 20-17.
So they have to take a player like Anzalone and spy on Mahomes, who's been getting outside. And when they've done that, they've been successful. When they've kind of kept him in check.
Third down and goal from the 3. Trips left, single man right. Mahomes in the shotgun with Pacheco to his right side. Mahomes sends Pacheco in motion out to the left. Here's the snap. Mahomes back, looking left, looking middle, throws right, wide open, it's caught. Touchdown Hollywood Brown. Patrick Mahomes had time and suddenly Brown was wide open on the right. Nobody within 10 yards of him. A 3-yard touchdown strike, and the Chiefs have a 26-17 lead with 9:30 to go in the game.
3 defenders basically standing next to each other in the back of the end zone. And then after the play was over, they started pointing at each other. So somebody obviously missed the coverage.
Second touchdown catch of the game for Hollywood Brown. And now Harrison Butker to make it a 10-point lead for the Chiefs. Snap, spot, kick is on the way. It is right down the middle and good. 9.5 remaining here at Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top, 27-17. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
What's the impact of hiring the right person for the job? Someone who simply doesn't fill a role but elevates it. Indeed sponsored jobs can help you connect with candidates who have the right experience and a proven track record. Find people who don't just complete tasks, they transform how work gets done. Don't leave hiring to chance. Sponsor your job posting on Indeed and match with the right candidates. Sponsor your job at Indeed.com/credit.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios. A look at the Week 6 scoreboard. Tampa Bay, for now, has the top record in the NFC. They beat San Francisco today 30-19 to improve to 5-1. Green Bay held off Cincinnati at Lambeau Field 27-18. Seattle wins again on the road, knocking off Jacksonville 20-12. Rams are 4-2 with a 17-3 win at Baltimore. Carolina, a field goal as time expires. They upset Dallas today in Carolina 30-27. Indianapolis improves to 5-1. They knock off Arizona today 31-27. New England over New Orleans 25-19. It was the Steelers beating Cleveland 23-9. Denver in England today knocks off the Jets 13-11. Chargers win in Miami 29-27, and Las Vegas over Tennessee 20-10. We'll have all the highlights, details, and post-game reaction coming up when this one is done. For now, back to Arrowhead Stadium, Ryan Retke and Mike Golan.
All right, Scott, 9:30 remaining. It's the Chiefs on top of the Lions by a score of 27-17. Don't forget the Rams and Jaguars meet next Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network and streaming with NFL Plus. Don't miss the final NFL game in London, presented by NetApp. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Visit plus.nfl.com for terms. You can also hear that game right here on Westwood One. Rams kept the Ravens in agony today. Now the Jaguars unable to follow up on their big Monday night win against Kansas City.
We really just wonder if Baltimore can pull themselves out of the hole if they start getting players back.
Harrison Butker on the approach. Low line drive kick taken on the far side, shy of the 10, across the 15, up to the 20-yard line, over the 25, out to the 26-yard line goes Craig Reynolds before Cooper McDonald made the stop. All right, 9:25 to go, Mike. Plenty of time to go in this game if you're the Lions. But as we mentioned earlier, we've kind of seen Detroit go away from the run game and start using the pass game more. What do you expect from them here the rest of the way?
I would say they're 2 scores behind, and the defense has to get a stop. They may continue more with that pass game, but eventually the defense is going to have to get a stop for them.
First down and 10, Lions at their own 26, and they're going to blow this play dead before Detroit can run their first play.
Oh.
No, I think television was in a commercial, and so
they got a little antsy out there. Got to get back from break.
A man down here in the orange oven mitts was doing everything he could.
Yeah.
Kick people's attention.
Hands have to sweat in that, don't you think?
It's got, especially on a night like tonight.
You think there'd be a better way than have somebody have sweaty hands like that?
First down at 10 from the 26. Goff under center, takes the snap, handoff Jahmyr Gibbs, hit in the backfield and taken down for a loss. Nick Bolton came knifing through, and he brings down Gibbs back at the 24-yard line.
Well, Nick Bolton's a leading tackler on this team for a reason. He can play through a lineman, or he can just outquick him and just beat him to the punch.
Loss of 3, back to the 23, second down and 13. Goff will line up in the shotgun with Gibbs to his left. 3 receivers bunch right, including St. Brown. Single man to the left. Goff in the shotgun, left foot in front of right, brings St. Brown in motion, takes the snap, back to pass, looks left, throws left. St. Brown makes the catch, and he's run out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. He actually lost the ball going out of bounds. Shamari Connor was in coverage, short gain of 4. And now that'll bring up a third down and about 9.
As you said with St. Brown, he's got like 9 receptions, but only for like 46 yards. It's all been short stuff, no yards after the catch.
Well, because he fumbled, they actually moved the ball back to the 26. So it's third and 10.
Yeah.
Trips right, single man left. Goff in the shotgun with Gibbs to his left. Fans making noise. St. Brown in motion from right to left. Goff points with his right hand. Motions with his left. He wants the shotgun snap. Play clock at 2. Goff back to pass. Looking under pressure. Wrapped up and sacked. Just outside the 20-yard line, Charles Omenihu gets home. And the Lions go 3 and out. A massive drive for the Kansas City defense as they get the Lions off the field with a couple of negative plays.
Omenihu got the sack, but that was Chris Jones who applied the pressure. He was up against the rookie Tate Ratledge out of Georgia and just whooped him on the line and forced Goff to step up into the waiting arms of the defender.
That is the first 3 and out of the game. Forced by Kansas City. Fox is on to punt. Gets the snap under no pressure. It's an end-over-end punt. Remigio waiting. He's got it at about the 31-yard line across the 35. Now running out to the left. Has the corner 40. Out to the 45. Jumps over the punter Fox. Gets out across midfield into Lions territory. I think the ball came out. The Lions are saying it's theirs. The officials say that Remigio was down. Now Remigio, starting straight ahead, was able to run to the left. He turned the corner. And the Chiefs, with a 10-point lead, are going to start this drive in Lions territory at the 46. 7:12 remaining. Kansas City 27, Detroit 17. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol, America's #1 brand of shaving cream. Barbasol's instant thick lather gives you a close, comfortable shave at a trusted value.
Barbasol. When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
What's the impact of hiring the right person for the job? Someone who simply doesn't fill a role but elevates it. Indeed Sponsored Jobs can help you connect with candidates who have the right experience and a proven track record. Find people who don't just complete tasks, they transform how work gets done. Don't leave hiring to chance. Sponsor your job posting on Indeed and match with the right candidates. Sponsor your job at Indeed.com/credit.
Life getting in the way of the game? No matter the occasion, with NFL Plus Premium, you can keep the NFL in reach with live local and primetime games on mobile. Plus, watch every touchdown every Sunday afternoon during the regular season on NFL Red Zone. Stream 24/7 NFL Network, including 7 exclusive live games this season. And catch full and condensed replays anytime, anywhere. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/radio. Terms and conditions apply.
Don't miss all the NFL excitement on CBS and Fox next Sunday. Check your local listings for games and times in your area. Catch the NFL on CBS and Fox. Well, 7:12 remaining. Chiefs have a 27-17 lead over the Lions. Chiefs will start this drive at the Lions 49. They move the ball back a couple of yards during the timeout, but Kansas City has a chance now to really put this game away.
This is blood in the water time right now. This is you go down and score here, a touchdown here, and you may have just put the final nail in the coffin for Detroit, because Detroit can't trade touchdowns. And they're already behind in that, and the defense isn't getting stops out there.
Chiefs up to 323 yards of total offense tonight. Of course, since 2018, when Patrick Mahomes took over as the starter, nobody has averaged more scrimmage yards per game than the Chiefs. Mahomes under center, takes the snap. He'll turn, hand it off to Pacheco along the right hash. Another one of those angry runs down to the 44. 5 yards for Pacheco before Brian Branch can make the stop. And that'll bring up second down at 5.
Well, if you can use the running game to close the deal, that's enough.
Well, and how nice would that be for a Chiefs team that, as you've continued to talk about, has just struggled to run the ball at all?
They really, really have. And certainly going forward, they're going to need to have some semblance of a running game.
Second down 5 from the 44-yard line. Ball is on the near side right hash. Mahomes in the shotgun with Pacheco to his left. 3 receivers left. Juju Smith-Schuster in motion from left to right. Mahomes gets the snap. He'll hand it off. Pacheco outside the right hash. This time hit almost immediately by Jack Campbell, but he does fall forward down to the 42. So a gain of a couple. Tyler Lacey was in there as well. And now a massive third down coming up for the Detroit defense. It's third down at 3.
Got to cover strong here. This has quick pass, just move the sticks pass written all over it for Kansas City.
Mahomes slowly walking into the huddle. Clock ticking down. Inside 6 minutes to go in the game. Chiefs trying to get to 3-3, trying to drop the Lions to 4-2. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Mahomes back in the shotgun. He's got Kelce flexed off the left end of the line. Mahomes will bring Pacheco in motion from the right, sprinting all the way out to the left. Here's the snap. Mahomes back. Quick pass. Caught by Kelce. That's a first down. Just outside the hash marks on the left. Down to the 34, an 8-yard gain. Alex Anzalone with the tackle. Just as you said, quick throw right to Kelce. Easy first down.
Well, just as we congratulated Amon-Ra St. Brown to become the 3rd leading receiver in Detroit history. Congratulations to Travis Kelce. He passed Steve Smith for 12th place on the all-time receptions list. I mean, Travis Kelce's a walk-in Hall of Famer and owns a lot of the tight end top numbers as well.
6 catches, 78 yards for Kelce tonight. First down and 10 from the Lions 34. Mahomes back in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He'll hand it off. This is Pacheco running right, cuts it up between the hash marks, inside the 30, down to the 29. That's 5 more for Pacheco. Aiden Hutchinson with the tackle. Also with us night tonight, Travis Kelce now has more receiving yards in primetime than anybody in NFL history except the GOAT, Jerry Rice.
Wow. And I should put a number to his receptions. He has 1,032 receptions. A guy that can work on his Hall of Fame speech right now.
Second down 5 with the ball at the 29. There is no doubt about that.
I wonder if he'll mention his fiancée. At that point, they'll be married for a number of years because it's 5 years after.
Well, in that case, he better mention it.
I would say so.
Trips left, single man right. Shotgun snap, Mahomes. Quick throw, left side, caught by Brashard Smith. Outside the numbers, ducks under an Anzalone tackle and stumbles his way to about the 25. It's a gain of 4. And now a third down and 1, but by the time the Chiefs snap it again, we'll have inside 4 minutes to go in this game.
Yep, they're going to take their time. Obviously, it'll be a decision on Dan Campbell when to start using their timeouts. But Kansas City will do everything they can to just keep this clock running.
Mike Caliendo is checked in as an extra offensive lineman for the Chiefs. 3rd down and a yard. Kansas City tonight is 3 of 7 on 3rd down. They've converted a couple of 4th downs. Mahomes in the shotgun. He's got Kelce to his right, Hunt behind him. Here's the snap. Handoff Hunt along the left hash. Picks him up first down. Runs through a tackle and takes it down to the 15. My goodness. Kirby Joseph had a shot, and Kareem Hunt just ran right through it.
Timeout.
Check it. It was Rock Yassin that he ran through, and then Joseph made the stop. But my goodness, Kareem Hunt with a physical run to pick up 10, and the Lions will spend their first time out with 3:26 to go.
There's nothing worse than getting run over and get up slow and hurt because of it. Nothing.
Chiefs 27, Lions 17. We're back in a moment. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Your business has goals, and you need the right team to help get you there. Don't cross your fingers and just hope quality candidates see your job posting. With Indeed-sponsored jobs, you can skip the waiting game and match with the talent that actually matters for your business. Plus, with Indeed-sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Don't leave hiring to chance. Hire better and work better with Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports. Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Straight Talk presents the math of more. Here's how it works. When you say yes to more with Straight Talk, you're left with more for all the other good stuff. So getting an unlimited plan starting at just $25 a month equals more savings for your family's weekend adventures. And with a network covered by Verizon, you can share more from wherever you go. It's simple math, really. More equals more with Straight Talk. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. The $25 plan requires a compatible unlocked device and a new line of service. Additional terms apply.
From the pitch of the boardroom, dive into strategy and the stories behind U.S. Soccer's national teams. Catch the official U.S. Soccer podcast wherever you get your podcasts. 3:26 to go in Kansas City. Chiefs 27, Lions 17. The Chiefs have moved the ball down to the Lions' 15-yard line. Mike, in the first half of this game, Kansas City did not convert a 3rd down. They were 0-3 on 3rd down, but 4 of 5 in the second half. They are really looking to put an exclamation point on a win here tonight.
Let me tell you, as a former defender, there is nothing, well, there's some things worse, like getting run over like that, but when you have a team in a 3rd down situation, you can get off the field. And now 4 out of 5 times, the drive keeps going.
1st down and 10. Ball is at the 15-yard line on the near side right hash. 2 receivers right, single man left. Mahomes under center, takes the snap. He'll hand it off. This is Hunt outside the right hash. And Hunt picks up 2 down to the 13-yard line. DJ Reader, Roy Lopez together on the stop. Lions will burn their second time out with 3:21 to go. And a 2nd down and 8 coming up for Kansas City.
The only hope is to hold them to a field goal, right? I mean,
yeah, hold them to a field goal.
Because then you're down just 2 scores. They get a touchdown, you're down 3 scores.
Yeah.
And it's virtually impossible. If you're down 2 scores, you can score quick onside kick. It's still very, very difficult to do.
Well, at this point, everybody punching at the football, hoping maybe you can knock it out.
Right.
Create a turnover. I'll tell you, the Chiefs, boy, they did not look good to start the year, Mike, but Xavier Worthy is back.
Yep.
Rasheed Rice is about to come back. Starting to wonder if maybe the Chiefs got buried a little too early.
Defense playing well tonight.
Here's the snap, handoff Pacheco, starts left, cuts it back between the hash marks, and down to the 11-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play, Anzalone with the stop, and the Lions will take their final timeout with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go. We'll step aside. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Life getting in the way of the game? No matter the occasion, with NFL Plus Premium, you can keep the NFL in reach with live, local, and primetime games on mobile. Plus, watch every touchdown every Sunday afternoon during the regular season on NFL Red Zone. Stream 24/7 NFL Network, including 7 exclusive live games this season. And catch full and condensed replays anytime, anywhere. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/radio. Terms and conditions apply.
The copyright of tonight's broadcast on Westwood One is owned by the NFL on behalf of its member clubs. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Football League is strictly prohibited.
3:14 to go here in Kansas City. Chiefs on top of the Lions by a score of 27-17. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Sunday Night Football. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick, the rest of our great Westwood One crew here in Kansas City. Chiefs with a 10-point lead. They have the ball at the Lions' 11-yard line. Detroit is out of timeouts. They cannot stop the clock again outside of the 2-minute warning. And a 3rd down and 5 now for the Chiefs. They convert this, Mike, and they are really sitting in the catbird seat.
I was trying to enjoy the song, Ryan.
Sorry, I know you're a Garth Brooks guy.
Singing. I was going to sing. But
please don't.
I didn't want to interrupt your. Well, listen, they'll run the ball here. If they don't get the first down, they'll let the clock run down. It'll be in the 220-something area, kick a field goal, and then Detroit will have basically the 2-minute warning, and that's it.
I should point out that every Sunday I'm reminded that I also have friends in low places.
Oh, that's hurtful.
No witty comeback? Nothing?
You know what?
Wow.
You got me there. Boy, that's strike one for you on that one.
I got that one from Junior. He texted me real quick.
Wow, yeah, I could see that. That was really impressive.
3rd down at 5. Chiefs out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers left and right. Mahomes back in the shotgun. Brings Worthy in motion from the right side. Mahomes gets a low snap, back to pass, pumps left, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked back around the 15-yard line. Finally, the Lions get home. Al-Quadin Muhammad able to wrap up Patrick Mahomes back at the 15. That's 4.5 sacks on the year for Muhammad. It's a loss of 4. And here comes Harrison Butker to make it a 13-point game.
Obviously, a incredibly smart play by Patrick Mahomes, not trying to force the ball or throw it away to stop the clock. He knew exactly what he was doing, kept it running. They'll let this clock run down.
Andy Reid is standing right next to the official on the near sideline. Play clock down to 7. He's going to take this all the way down and then call a timeout. And with the play clock at 1, Reid will signal timeout. 2:29 on the game clock before Butker attempts this field goal to try to make it a 30-17 game.
It still gives Detroit some hope, being within 2 scores and not Kansas City scoring a touchdown and be 3 scores up. It's faint, but it's there. Detroit has a heartbeat.
Well, coming into this game, Mike, I think Dan Campbell knew this. They were going to have to outscore the Chiefs.
They were.
With the state of their defense, as beat up as they were, that's not an excuse.
Right.
They were not going to come out and hold Kansas City to 10 points and win 13-10. They were going to have to win a 35-31 type game.
Yeah, and Dan Campbell will not use the injuries as an excuse either. He will not.
Butker, a 33-yard attempt from the left hash. Here's the snap, the spot, the kick is on the way, and Butker knocks it through. And with 2:26 remaining, it's now the Chiefs 30 and the Lions 17. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kirk Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. So the Lions will get one more clock stoppage at the 2-minute mark. They are going to have to score really quickly and then hope they can recover an onside kick, which is about as rare as an eclipse these days.
It really is. You know, they keep trying to move things around in football like they did with the kickoff. I don't know what you can do to the onside kick unless they talked about running a play instead of an onside kick, like a play where you need like 20 yards, and if you get it, you keep the ball. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen in the NFL.
Well, remember they experimented with that in the Pro Bowl a couple of years ago, where they said, okay, you can have I think it was 4th and 15, essentially. And if you get it, you keep the ball.
It would add a little bit of excitement, more excitement than an onside kick.
Harrison Butker with an end-over-end kickoff. So will be taken at the 5, across the 10 to the 15, 20, 25-yard line. And Dominic Lovett, the rookie, is out to the 27. Shamari Connor with the tackle. And that's where the Lions will start with 2:20 remaining in the game. Well, if they ever go to that rule, defensive guys are going to have a heart attack. They already feel like they're completely tipped against them.
Everything's working against them. They'll have one more play that works against them. Well, Detroit's got to get the ball downfield. Again, they need 2 scores. They have 1 clock stoppage left with the 2-minute warning.
Jarred Goff, 22 of 25, but only 194 yards tonight. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 9 catches, 45 yards. Goff back in the shotgun. Motions with his left hand. Gets the snap, back to pass, flags fly, free play for Goff. Throws over the middle to Laporta, makes the catch at the 30, angles right outside the numbers across the 35, and he's out to the 36. Nick Bolton the tackle, it's a gain of 9. The Chiefs were offside at the snap.
Offside. Defense, number 95. That penalty's declined. Result will play. 2nd down.
So Dan Campbell will take the 9-yard gain and make it 2nd and 1 instead of 1st and 5.
Yeah, obviously they're going to have to go downfield a little bit further than that. Kansas City will give him that all day. And the one thing it does, he got tackled in bounds, but because of the penalty, the clock doesn't start.
Twin receivers left and right. Goff in the shotgun with Gibbs to his left. Goff gets the snap, back to pass, looking, under pressure, hit, off balance, now throws a wobbler, and it's incomplete in the area of St. Brown. Goff got hit and was stumbling backwards and was able to throw one out and at least landed in the area of Amon-Ra St. Brown. George Karlaftis and Chris Jones apply the heat. It'll be 3rd and 1.
That was one of the ugliest, best outcome plays I've ever seen. It looked ugly, but he got an incomplete pass out of it.
Well, the fans are hoping that it was a fumble, but Goff clearly did throw that ball forward as he was being hit by Nick Bolton. So 3rd down and 1. Ball to 36 on the far side right hash. 3 receivers left. Goff in the shotgun with a play clock down to 3. Gets the snap, back to pass. Looking, throws left side incomplete down at the feet of Sam Laporta. And now it'll be 4th down and 1. Trent McDuffie and Shamari Connor were in coverage.
And boy, Dan Skipper again is filling in for Taylor Decker at left tackle, is having his hands full with George Karlaftis. Yeah, Karlaftis is just turning the corner on him every time. It's just a wide rush, all the weight in the world on your hand, and you're just going forward.
So 4th down and a yard. 2 receivers left and right. Teslaw goes in motion from right to left. Goff in the shotgun, Gibbs to his right side. Here's the snap, 4-man rush. Goff back, looking, throws, incomplete, off the fingertips of Jamison Williams. Up near midfield, tried to make a diving play. He couldn't hang on. Jalen Watson was in coverage, and the Chiefs will take over with 1:58 to go. Leading by 13. It's Kansas City 30 and Detroit 17.
I'm not sure why they just didn't run and get the 1st down, because the clock was going to stop at the 2-minute warning, and they could have had an extra set of downs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Kansas City with the score: the Chiefs 30, the Lions 17. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle. It's our most tender steak, expertly grilled throughout the day. Expertly seasoned with garlic, cumin, and coriander. Expertly finished with fresh lime and hand-cut cilantro and crafted just for you. Nobody does carne asada like Chipotle. Nobody. Our most talked about steak is only here for a limited time, so order now in the app for pickup or delivery. Chipotle, for real.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
A reminder to stay with us for the Sunday Night Football post-game report. We'll recap the highlights and stats from tonight's game. Plus, you'll hear from a member of the winning team. And Scott Graham will once again have the scores and highlights from around the league. That's all coming up in 1 minute and 58 seconds after the Chiefs take a couple of snaps. Patrick Mahomes drops down to a knee. Chiefs are on their way to 3-3. Kansas City, when this one becomes official, will still not have been under 500 through 6 games since 2015. That was the year they opened 1-5, then ripped off 10 straight wins. Finished 11-5, won the wild card game before losing in the divisional round in New England. And if you ask yourself, what's the difference? 2-4, 3-3. It's only one game, right? Well, if you go back to 1991, less than 11% of 2-4 teams have made the playoffs. 35% of 3-3 teams have made it. So while it's still an uphill climb, you're putting yourself in a lot better spot. And the Chiefs are a team that is starting to get healthy.
They are
starting to get their whole group back.
They are. Offensively, they've been getting traction the last couple of weeks. Defensively, they played a heck of a game tonight.
So victory formation. Patrick Mahomes under center, takes the snap and drops down to a knee. And Patrick Mahomes waving his arms at the crowd, asking for some noise for the fans that are still here. And there are enough of them to make that noise. The Kansas City Chiefs, after an 0-2 start, a disappointing loss last week on Monday Night Football, about to get back in the win column. You know, the Chiefs have not had multiple losing streaks in the same season since Patrick Mahomes took over. So they lost their first 2 games of the year. They have not had multiple 2-game losing streaks since Mahomes took over in 2018.
That's amazing.
Mahomes will drop to a knee. He'll have to do it one more time, and then this one will be in the books. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their 4-game winning streak will come to an end. Detroit will drop to 4-2. And as you said earlier, Dan Campbell is the last guy that will use anything for an excuse, let alone the injuries of his team. But very clearly, Detroit needs to find a way to get healthy, Mike. And based on what we saw tonight, it's not just defensively. They need to get Taylor Decker back in left tackle.
Yeah, they do. That hurts them there. Obviously, a couple of DBs on IR, DJ Reed on IR, Khalil Dorsey on IR. So, they're out for X amount of weeks.
Patrick Mahomes will take the snap. He drops down to a knee, and that will be the final snap of the game. The Kansas City Chiefs defend their home field. The Chiefs beat the Lions tonight. 30-17 is the final, and now we've got a fight. There is a fight on the field. Isaiah Pacheco and I think it's Brian Branch are wrestling inside the near numbers. Juju Smith-Schuster was involved as well. I don't know what started it. I'm pretty sure it was Branch, who, as he was walking away, Patrick Mahomes held out a hand to shake his hand. That was ignored, and suddenly, whether you want to call it a punch, an open hand slap, whatever it was, a couple of guys got mixed up, and there is a massive humanity out there right now. But while we could still see it, Isaiah Pacheco was on the back of a Lions player.
Yeah, and a teammate pulled Brian Branch, who does not have his helmet now, pulled him away and is walking him away. I mean, you hate to see that at the end. The game's over. I mean, what are you fighting for now if you're on the losing team? You had 60 minutes to do something during the game. This isn't the time to fight.
Wow. No, fortunately, that did not get any uglier. It was Brian Branch. Patrick Mahomes held out his right hand to shake his hand. Branch walked right by him. Pacheco was behind him. And then Juju Smith-Schuster and Branch exchanged some words, and Branch with a right-hand shot to the side of Smith-Schuster's helmet. Pacheco then grabbed Branch. Smith-Schuster came after him, and Pacheco was trying to wrestle Branch out of there. Smith-Schuster lost his helmet, and fortunately, cooler heads prevailed, and they got that broken up.
Yeah, Branch lost his helmet as well, and you're right. Luckily, more players were trying to break it up than get into it. I don't know what Brian Branch is thinking. throwing a punch like that. He's going to get fined. He's going to lose. He's going to give up a game check or money for this one for sure. I'll never understand the fighting after when he was the one who threw the first punch. What does it matter what a Kansas City Chief player says to you? You didn't shake hands. That's fine if you don't want to shake hands. But then you start jawing and you throw a punch. Like I said, you had 60 minutes to do something on the field.
Well, the Lions did not do enough in this game tonight. The Kansas City Chiefs did. They get the win, 30-17. And the Chiefs even their record at 3-3 on the season. Detroit's 4-game winning streak comes to an end. They fall to 4-2. And Kansas City, after a frustrating and disappointing loss last week against Jacksonville, they bounce back strong here tonight. Their defense did the job. This Lions offense that have been averaging more than 40 points per game during their winning streak. And the top scoring team in the league coming in held to just 17. And that Kansas City offense, I mean, they had it humming here tonight. Yeah. They looked really, really good, Mike.
And like you said, with Xavier Worthy, since he's been back, they've been averaging 32.5 points a game in week 4 and 5 and scored 30 tonight. He has been an incredible catalyst for this offense.
Patrick Mahomes finishes 22 of 30 for 257 yards and 3 touchdowns. Travis Kelce had 6 catches for 78 yards in the contest. Hollywood Brown, 4 catches, 45 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. Xavier Worthy, 2 catches, 20 yards, and a TD in the ball game tonight. Isaiah Pacheco finishes with a season-high 51 yards on the ground on 12 carries. He is the leading rusher tonight for Kansas City.
Believe it, that's the first time a running back has rushed for over 50 yards this year, a running back. Mahomes has, but a running back had not until tonight.
Meanwhile, Jarred Goff, 23 at 29, 203 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs had 17 carries for 65 yards. Jamison Williams, 6 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown. We talked about Amon-Ra St. Brown, 9 catches tonight, but only 45 yards.
Yeah.
Chiefs really did a great job keeping him contained.
They really did. Not a lot of yards after the catch for explosive receivers who normally do have yards after the catch.
All right, let's go downstairs where Chiefs cornerback Trent McDuffie joins us from the field. Trent, we appreciate a few minutes. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick upstairs. We were just talking about you guys are going up against the Lions offense that have been averaging over 40 points per game the last 4. You hold them to 17 tonight. What was the key for you guys to hold them down the way you did?
Hey, we just had to play our Chiefs defense. That's what Spags talked about. We knew it was going to be a fight. You know, it's the number 1 offense in the league. And this whole week we were just talking about we need to finish. Last week we didn't finish. So we came out here, stuck together, and got the win.
What area do you think Trent is improving on this defense?
Honestly, I got to shout out to my back end, man. I think up front they're really good against a run, kind of bouncing back. But our DBs, we flying around and we making plays, and we got to just continue to build upon that. And hopefully by the end of this season we get a few more picks and make a few more plays.
And your offense is coming along. What's it like to see them come along and knowing you get another weapon in Rashee Rice back next week?
Oh, man, we can't wait. I'll tell you that. It's so fun watching Pat and these boys come out here and throw the ball around and get back to the ways they do it. And on the defense, I love it. You know what I mean? Just keep attacking and keep attacking.
Hey, Trent, I know first drive of the game, there's a long way to go. But for Detroit to come out and march down the field the way they did, but you guys only give up 3. Was that a big win for you at that point to start the game?
That's huge. That's huge. I mean, they go down, get 7 points, it could be a whole different game. So I'm just proud of the guys. Didn't pick their heads up, didn't put their heads down, and just continue to fight for 4 quarters. I mean, this team's hungry, and we're looking to just go out there and play at our best every week.
Trent, certainly appreciate a few minutes. Thanks very much. Stay healthy. We'll see you down the road.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Trent McDuffie of the Kansas City Chiefs defense, who was really, really good here tonight, Mike. I mean, Detroit comes out and puts together that drive to start the game. You're thinking, we talked about it. Maybe they're on their way to having a 35, 40-point night again. Really, after that, this Kansas City defense made it tough on them.
They really did. And this is the part of the team, while the offense had been improving, the defense had been a little bit stagnant, especially against the run. But they certainly came to play tonight and made some key stops.
Final score here in Kansas City tonight. Chiefs win it 30-17. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from the Progressive Insurance Studios with the postgame report. Cars, homes, boats, motorcycles, RVs, and more at Progressive.com. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
You could think you found your dream home online. The kitchen island looks perfect for your inner chef. The backyard, a paradise for your green thumb. And that extra room, hello walk-in closet. But here's the twist. The lot next door just got rezoned for years of construction. And this sound, yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of that. Don't let your dream home turn into a nightmare. Work with the expertise and ethical training of a Realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, right by you.
At Straight Talk, we get it. You say no a lot.
Mom, can I get a tarantula?
No.
Coffee?
No.
So we're giving you more reasons to say yes, like a free 5G phone with real unlimited data with select plan activation.
Can I use the free phone?
Yes.
See? Doesn't it feel good to say yes to more?
Absolutely.
Face tattoo?
Absolutely not.
Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. In-store activation of Gold Unlimited plan or higher required. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios following Sunday Night Football tonight between the Detroit Lions and Kansas City Chiefs. These two teams coming in, and Chiefs trying to figure out a way to get back on track while the Lions were trying to find a way to continue on a roll after losing their opener and winning 4 straight games. A team that's been scoring a lot of points got the first opportunity as they won the toss and elected to take the football, marching straight down the field. For a brief moment, it appeared that they got in on a gadget play because quarterback Jarred Goff went in motion. The ball was direct snap to David Montgomery, the old high school quarterback. He threw the ball to Goff and followed a block into the end zone for a touchdown. However, Goff had not stopped to establish himself after coming out from under center. That constituted an illegal shift, and that meant that Detroit was backed up and had to settle for a field goal in an early 3-0 lead. The Chiefs got the football back, though, and ultimately what they did was find a way to get the ball downfield in a way that they hadn't in the early part of the season, moving it well in 8 plays over 70 yards, and when they came up with their opportunity, they didn't miss.
2 receivers right, 2 tight ends left. Mahomes in the gun on 4th and 3. Noah Gray in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Mahomes back, looks, throws right side. Wide open, Worthy into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 6-yard touchdown pass to Xavier Worthy, and the Kansas City Chiefs have taken a 6-3 first quarter lead.
It remained a 6-3 first quarter lead as Harrison Butker missed the extra point wide to the left. An ongoing theme for Kansas City, but still a 3-point advantage late in the first quarter, and the idea that both of these offenses were going to get an opportunity to rev up before this game got much further. That proved to be the case as Detroit took the ensuing kickoff, and in a drive that spanned the end of the first quarter and the beginning of the second, they went 6 plays to go 71 yards. Jarred Goff going to the air to put his team in front.
Goff brings Laporta in motion from the left. Play clock at 1. Here's the snap. Goff back, looking left, looking middle. Fires down the middle. That one's caught. Williams inside the 5. On his feet. Into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. A 22-yard touchdown strike to Jamison Williams. Bouncing off defenders to take it in. And the Lions are back on top with 12:49 to go in the second quarter. It's Detroit 9, Kansas City 6, and the extra point try coming up.
Ryan said it right. It was a touchdown strike, an absolute laser throw onto the hands of Jamison Williams, who then did bounce into the end zone. The extra point from Bates was good, and it was 10-6 early in the second quarter. Chiefs got the advantage in this game late in the first half. On a drive in the closing minutes, it took them 8 plays. They got close, and inside the final minute of the first half, their quarterback used his arms rather than his leg. I should say used his legs rather than his arm to get him in.
I formation, Mahomes under center. Pacheco is the running back. Mahomes gets the snap. They're going to run an option play to the right. Mahomes keeps it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown run for Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs are back in the lead.
13-10 was the score. That was the score at halftime. Kansas City came out and established a bigger advantage early in the third with their opening drive of the third quarter, an 8-play, 81-yard march. It was a little shovel pass to Hollywood Brown, who took it in from 9 yards out. The extra point in this case was good, and Kansas City had a 2-score lead at 20-10 early in the third quarter. But Detroit got back into the game with a long drive of their own, an 81-yard drive. that ended in the early part of the fourth quarter. We had ourselves a game again after their tight end made an unbelievable play in the back of the end zone.
Here comes Laporta in motion from the right. Goff gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Looking right. Looking middle. Throws middle to the end zone. It is caught. Sam Laporta with a touchdown. A pass to the back of the end zone, and Laporta, with an defender all over him, somehow made the catch and got both feet down in bounds. It's a 4-yard touchdown, and the Lions are within 4 with the extra point coming up.
One arm locked, his right arm locked. He secured the ball with his left hand in midair and came down and got both feet in. A super play as Goff relied on his tight end to make a play. The extra point made it 20-17, and we still had 14 minutes and 14 seconds of football left to go in this one. I had a feeling this one might come down to the wire. One of the reasons it did not was the way the defenses ratchet up, especially Kansas City, in getting after Jarred Goff for a good part of the second half. And the Chiefs offense put together a drive following that Detroit score. It was 9 plays. It was 69 yards. Once again, they got in close. And once again, Patrick Mahomes turned Hollywood.
Mahomes sends Pacheco in motion out to the left. Here's the snap. Mahomes back, looking left, looking middle, throws right, wide open, it's caught. Touchdown, Hollywood Brown. Patrick Mahomes had time, and suddenly Brown was wide open on the right. Nobody within 10 yards of it. A 3-yard touchdown strike, and the Chiefs have a 26-17 lead with 9:30 to go in the game.
Still plenty of time after the extra point, 27-17, but as we said, it was the Kansas City defense that ratcheted up the pressure on Detroit throughout the latter portion of this game. Jarred Goff couldn't find a whole lot of lanes to throw to, nor did he have a lot of time to try to do it. As the Lions came down trying to stay in the ball game late, with under 4 minutes left to play, the Kansas City defense turned it up yet another notch, and Lions needed to make a play in order to stay in the ball game. Time for the Wrangler highlight of the game.
Goff in the shotgun, Gibbs to his right side. Here's the snap, 4-man rush. Goff back, looking, throws, incomplete, off the fingertips of Jamison Williams. Up near midfield, tried to make a diving play. He couldn't hang on. Jalen Watson was in coverage, and the Chiefs will take over with 1:58 to go. Leading by 13. It's Kansas City 30 and Detroit 17.
That is the highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. Here's to the early risers, the go-getters. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Wrangler for the ride of life. One of the reasons that attempted catch was diving was, again, the pressure on Goff, the throwing lane he did not have. That ball was out in front of Williams. It would have been an amazing catch had he made it. Of course, the point being made right in front of the 2-minute warning. They had a timeout coming on 4th down. Why not just run for the first down? Kansas City ran out the remainder of the ball game, winning it by a final of 30-17 tonight. And the Chiefs, in a lot of ways, look like the old Kansas City Chiefs as they continue to get healthy and try to get back into this season at 3-3. Detroit falls to 4-2.